Hello teachers, learners, and parents. Sir Jeff po, at your service. Alam nyo ba na meron tayong website na tinatawag na DepEd Commons? Ang DepEd Commons ay binuo upang gawing accessible ang pagtuturo at pag-aaral dito sa ating bansa gamit lamang ang inyong mga smart devices gaya ng cellphones, tablets, at computers. Dito ay maaari nating ma-access ang iba't ibang learning materials mula sa Department of Education. Meron itong mga interactive materials, electronic self-learning modules, at instructional video lessons mula sa DepEd TV na tiyak na makatutulong sa pag-aaral ng mga mag-aaral galing ka man sa public o private school. Walang problema dahil welcome ang lahat dito. Para ito sa mga guro, magulang at mga mag-aaral mula sa kinder hanggang grade 12, alternative learning system o ALS, at pati na rin ang special education. At huwag kang mag-alala dahil kahit walang load ay maaari mong ma-access ang mga learning materials. Tama! Libre ito. Ang kailangan mo lamang gawin ay i-on ang iyong data at buksan lamang ang iyong browser at i-type ang commons.deped.gov.ph. Alam na ba ng iyong mga kasamahang guro o mag-aral ang tungkol sa DepEd Commons? I-share mo na ang video na ito upang matuto rin sila kung paano gagamitin ang DepEd Commons sa mabilis at napakadaling paraan. Muli, ito po si Sir Jeff at kita-kits po tayo sa DepEd Commons. Paalam!
Cognizant to the needs of our learners, parents, and teachers, the Department of Education provided us with powerful tools for productivity that will allow us to foster critical thinking skills, problem-solving skills, communication and collaboration skills to be compassionate, responsible global citizens. Join us and discover new ideas in our series of professional development training program with the ICTS EdTech Unit and Microsoft Education Philippines. Together, we will equip our learners and empower our fellow educators for a dynamic future. Para sa bata, para sa bayan, at para sa guro. Sulong Edukalidad.
Good day, this is Teacher Rowan. I'll be your guide in exploring Google Apps for Education, for teaching and learning. In Google for Education, teachers can connect and collaborate easily while staying on task. It gives teachers the freedom to spend more time personalizing the learning experience and less time managing it. Students can learn essential skills such as 21st century problem solving, which they can use it in their future careers. As such, the accessibility features will also help and assist every learner to do their best work. Google offers different useful applications that we can use to connect education to technology. This will help our teachers as a 21st century educators to innovate and find ways on how to make teaching and learning more exciting, engaging, effective, and flexible to the demands of the society. Let's re-explore the education experience by discovering new angles to create, collaborate, and communicate as one. Para sa bata, para sa bayan, at para sa guro. Ang pagkatuto huwag gawing komplikado. Sulong Edukalidad.
Welcome to the virtual in-service training for public school teachers brought to you by the ICTS Educational Technology Unit. To our beloved Secretary Leonor Magtolis Briones, Undersecretary for Administration Alain Del B. Pascua, Undersecretary for Curriculum and Instruction Justdado M. San Antonio, Assistant Secretary Alma Ruby C. Torio, Director Jocelyn D.R. Andaya, Director Leila P. Ariola, and Director Abram Y.C. Abanil, the Educational Technology Unit would like to thank you for giving us the opportunity to be of service to our teachers.
We would also like to extend our utmost gratitude to all the regional directors, schools division superintendents, and assistant schools division superintendents for supporting us in our advocacy to enrich teachers' knowledge. Most importantly, on behalf of the head of the Educational Technology Unit and all its hardworking and dedicated educational technology specialists, we would like to extend our warm greetings to all the teachers who are watching us today. I am Teacher John Jefferson Sevilla from SDO Las Piñas, one of the EdTech specialists and one of your Masters of Ceremony.
Thank you, Sir Jeff. And I am Teacher Pamela Amor Villanueva from SDO Caloocan, also one of the teacher broadcasters and one of your Masters of Ceremony together with Ma'am Maria May Sevilla from SDO Navotas. And to signal the official commencement of the program, let us be united in singing the national anthem and be guided by the presence of the divine providence through a prayer.
Greatest of all teachers and giver of love, hope, faith, and wisdom, look upon your children, the teachers, learners, parents, guardians, and out-of-school youth and adults. We humbly ask for your mercy and forgiveness. Guide us to the right path. May our efforts be blessed with insights and understanding, wisdom and respect for all. Bless us with patience, for the path of learning is never easy. Bless our commitment to keep on learning new knowledge and experiences. Let your light shine upon us as we make our world a better place to live in. Amen.
DepEd Vision. We dream of Filipinos who passionately love their country and whose values and competencies enable them to realize their full potential and contribute meaningfully to building the nation. As a learner-centered public institution, the Department of Education continuously improves itself to better serve its stakeholders. DepEd mission: to protect and promote the right of every Filipino to quality, equitable, culture-based, and complete basic education where students learn in a child-friendly, gender-sensitive, safe, and motivating environment. Teachers facilitate learning and constantly nurture every learner. Administrators and staff, as stewards of the institution, ensure an enabling and supportive environment for effective learning to happen. Family, community, and other stakeholders are actively engaged and share responsibility for developing lifelong learners. DepEd core values: maka-Diyos, makatao, makakalikasan, at makabansa.
As we face the command of rapid development in technological innovation in the world, the Philippines' preparedness in advancement of its physical facilities, infrastructure, and soft skills are given focus, especially with the empowerment of teachers' capacity and capability, not only in pedagogical aspects of teaching, but the confidence in delivering instruction with the use of information and communications technology. The Office of the Undersecretary for Administration, under the leadership of USEC Alain Delby Pasqua, established the Educational Technology Unit under the Information and Communications Technology Service. Its prime function is to empower and capacitate public school teachers and learners as required by the global demand of the fast-paced development in technology. The task of the Educational Technology Unit is to promote and solidify the innovation and digitization projects that will support the requirements of the K-12 curriculum in delivering quality, accessible, relevant, and liberating education for all. It targets different components and facets of skills development, which will enable the technological advancement of the infrastructure of DepEd. This is supplemented with empowerment training programs in emerging technologies for public school teachers. The programs of the EdTech unit target the emerging pedagogies focused on open educational resources, robotics and mechatronics, coding and programming, virtual reality and augmented reality in education, mobile application development, Internet of Things, and the productivity tools for learning, which includes Microsoft Office 365, Google Apps for Education, and the different Adobe software tools. In addition, the maneuver of in-house applications such as the DepEd Commons and the DepEd Learning Management System is under the flagship of the EdTech unit. The supervision of DepEd TV in ensuring world-class produced video lessons is another task of the office. Lastly, the conduct of free online tutorial session, coined with the term ETUlay, is a bridging program to support learners and parents in answering the self-learning modules pioneered with the initiative of the ICTS EdTech unit. A teacher's influence is limitless, bound with the heart for service and dedication to fulfill the greatest mission to educate the young. The ICTS Educational Technology Unit will be there to promote, to empower and to inspire Filipino teachers and learners as we grow as a tiger in the region, hitting our target as one of the best in educational technology. Come on and join us as we make our dreams into a reality. Sama-sama tayong lahat tungo sa iisang layunin. Simulan natin ang pagbabago dahil tayo ang mga gurong magtatayo ng makabagong DepEd. Sulong Edukalidad.
Again, welcome to the virtual INSET brought to you by the ICTS Educational Technology Unit. We are also live on DepEd Philippines and on Educational Technology channel on YouTube. This INSET program can also be accessed asynchronously so that you will never miss out on the many topics that we have prepared for you, our dear teachers.
That's right, Sir Jeff. So all we have to do is to go to www.training.deped.gov.ph and create an account. For those who have registered already, log in, go to ICTS Educational Technology Unit /Webinar Series 2021 and click Virtual In-Service Training for Public School Teachers. The enrollment key for this course is the name of the region where you belong. And to give us the opening remarks, let us all welcome the head of the Information and Communications Technology Service, the dedicated Director 4 of the ICTS, Director Abram Y.C. Abanil.
Good morning, Teacher Pam and Teacher Jeff. Good morning sa ating mga viewers, sa mga teachers all over the country. Maayong buntag sa mga taga Mindanao o taga Visayas. Good morning din sa mga taga Luzon. No? Welcome to this training on that the EdTech unit is organizing for the teachers on how to use technology in this in delivering education in these challenging times. No? We're very thankful sa inyong support in terms of in attending this INSET program that we have organized. We already have around 500,000 na mga registered users, no? Mga views dito sa ating platforms, mga learning platforms, and this is quite again, unprecedented, no? We've been using a lot the word unprecedented a lot in many of our programs, yung DepEd TV. Last year, bandang March din, right after the pandemic, a few days after the pandemic was declared, nag-organize din kami a lot of virtual trainings. We were able to train around 370,000 teachers in a matter of 3 months. This was way better than yung ginagawa namin doing face-to-face trainings, no, prior to COVID, na kapag-train lang kami ng mga 90,000 teachers. But after COVID, using different tools like StreamYard, and later when we deployed yung learning management system, we were able to reach 370,000 teachers, and this accounts for around 45% of our teaching personnel. We're very happy ngayon na nakikita natin for a one week program, meron tayong 500,000 na viewers in our learning platforms. A lot you will be learning a lot of new things today in these courses, no? So many of this na deliver din namin last year, pero dinagdagan namin ng ibang mga concepts that we learned along the way, kasi of course along the way we have been doing a lot in between March hanggang ngayon, no? Today marks yung yung 1-year anniversary natin pagdating sa pag-declare ng ating quarantines, no? So it's quite opportune din na mag-provide tayo ulit ng mga updates on on the new things that we have learned, on the new programs that we have been deploying. One of the major programs that we have been developing is yung DepEd TV, where we've been producing around 130 episodes per week para ma-air natin sa television ang itong mga episodes na to at matuto ang ating mga kabataan even if they don't have face-to-face classes, no? So tinutuloy namin yan, and we're actually ramping up yung production. Ginagawa na namin ngayon is 220 episodes per week. para ma-cover namin yung lahat ng ating mga competencies, lahat ng mga subject areas in the curriculum. Dati ano lang, 130, kaya major subjects lang yung ma-cover namin. So we'll start airing actually today itong mga bagong mga episodes namin, and we hope na ma-synchronize namin eventually yung airing of the episodes against the time when the competencies are being delivered during the curriculum, no? So isi-synchronize namin yan sa schedule ng curriculum. Ang target sana namin was March 15, pero medyo kinapos pa kami, pero we believe na in the next 2 weeks maano na namin yan. Ma-synchronize na namin yan. Kaya abangan ho ninyo, marami hong mga exciting new things that the Department of Education Central Office is releasing to make sure that education continues. Also, isa sa ma-experience ninyo dito sa course na to is yung learning management system. Last week, maraming nag-complain regarding the INSET that we are organizing. Siguro ito yung mga tao na hindi nakapag-train hindi nakapag-attend ng trainings namin last year. Yung trainings natin are actually asynchronous. While it's a week-long training of mga speakers doing online lectures, itong lahat ng mga materials naman ng nire-release ng EdTech unit are what we call asynchronous. So pwede nyo i-take at your own pace. And with the learning management system, pwede kayo mag-take aside from panoorin ninyong videos, meron ding mga required activities that you have to go through, that you have to submit. Meron ding mga quizzes to ensure na nakuha ninyo yung skills before you get a certificate. Hindi ito tulad ng face-to-face classes na mag-attend ka lang, paminsan baka nakatulog, hindi mo na intindihan yung topic, nakakuha ka ng certificate. Dito, kailangan maintindihan ninyo yung competency, yung mga skills na gusto na dinideliver ng trainer bago kayo makakuha ng certificate. Pagpasensyahan lang ninyo, this week, in the next few days, medyo maging unstable yung learning management system. We provisioned for 200,000 participants, but we did not expect na abot to ng 500,000 na simultaneous na mga participants, no? So ini-increase namin yung server capacities, dinidistribute din namin yung load sa mga regional learning management systems, which will eventually be used para sa mga bata, no? So we will have just one system, yung training.deped.gov.ph, for the conduct of professional development, and then yung mga learning managements ng bawat region, they will be used to conduct virtual classes with your students, so you can apply what you have learned dito sa ating mga EdTech na mga in-service trainings. You can apply them in your own respective classes. So with that, we hope that you will continue learning the things that we would like to share to you. We hope that you would continue to have an open mind and to continue having that passion to learn more about how to improve yourself when you deliver your classes to your respective students. Magandang umaga ulit sa inyong lahat.
Maraming salamat po, Director Abanil. Napaka-warm ng kanyang message para sa ating lahat, ano? At nakatutuwa, alam niyo ba ha, na sa ngayon, meron na tayong almost 152,000 Facebook viewers. Napakadami. Alam natin na ang buong divisions, ang buong region, ang buong Pilipinas, sa NCR, mula sa division ng Caloocan hanggang division ng Muntinlupa, at mula sa mga divisions sa region, sa North hanggang sa South, Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, kasama nating lahat. Ano bang namimiss mo, Sir Jeff?
Well, actually, siguro nag-mesmerize tayong lahat ngayon, mga teachers. So, because usually kapag INSET, you always start this with the Zumba, di ba? But since alam naman natin that there is a pandemic, and we highly appreciate lahat ng efforts ng mga teachers, that's why, in behalf of the whole EdTech family under the ICTS and the Office of the Undersecretary for Administration, we come up with this INSET, no, para ma-share natin sa mga teachers nationwide yung mga latest innovations na pwede nilang gawin sa klase nila and to make online teaching easier, di ba?
Yes. So again, combined viewership po natin, almost 152,000 viewers YouTube and Facebook po. So maraming salamat po talaga kay Director Abanil sa pagsama mo po sa amin at sa pagbibigay ng makabuluhang mensahe po. So sa mga minamahal naming teachers, educators, administrators, samahan nyo kami mula day 1 hanggang day 5.
Yes,
okay.
and I know, teachers, that most of you are wondering kasi we have been receiving your comments and as well as your feedbacks na medyo nahihirapan daw silang mag-register. So, point of information lang po, you don't have to register naman po agad-agad para po makuha ang inyong mga digital certificate. Later on, one of our speakers will discuss kung paano po talaga kayo makaka-register sa ating PDNMS. So for now, what we would like you to do is to focus po muna sa ating training na ibibigay sa inyo ngayon. You don't have to register. Pwede po kayong umattend kahit hindi pa po kayo nakakapag-register. And aside from that, Teacher Pam, we also would like to appreciate kasi last night, yung ETUmusta natin, meron ako mga nabasa that there are teachers that are going pa sa mga bundok talaga para lang daw maka-attend sa ating INSET. And sobrang nakaka-heartwarming po talaga and talagang ramdam na ramdam po namin yung efforts ninyo.
Yes, so kahit nami-miss natin ang mga paraffol, ang mga pa-zumba, at syempre pa ang face-to-face na samahan natin during breakout sessions at ang pamerienda sa ating mga eskwelahan during INSET. Rest assured, magiging sulit po ang 5 araw natin dito. May kabigatan para sa iba pero maniwala po kayo sa amin pagkatapos nito. Maraming salamat at nagsama-sama tayo virtually. So, Sir Jeff?
Yes, Teacher Pam. So today's rosters of presentations would focus on the numerous ventures of the Educational Technology Unit has been embarking since last year. There will also be a presentation about the mechanisms how synchronous and asynchronous teaching can be delivered effectively. You can ask questions about the presentations by filling out a Google form designated for each. I and Teacher Pam will be selecting 5 questions for each presentation together with Ma'am May later on.
Yes, that is right, Sir Jeff. And for now, our first set of presenters would be informing us about DepEd TV, Learning Management System or LMS, DepEd Commons, and DepEd Open Educational Resources or OERs. We would like to introduce to you our first speaker for today, Sir Salvador Manansala I from SDO Mandaluyong. Again, Mr. Bads Manansala, as he is well known here in DepEd TV and EdTech, is an EdTech specialist and the project lead for DepEd TV. My dear teachers, let us give Sir Bads a virtual round of applause.
Hello, good morning, Teacher Pam. So good morning to our viewers. Before I formally start my talk about the accomplishments of DepEd TV, let me share you this wonderful video about DepEd TV.
Maraming paraan para matuto sa kabila ng maraming pagbabago.
Oops! Oo, kami nga, ang inyong mga teachers sa telebisyon. Mas madalas nyo nang mapanunood at makakasama.
Mas mahabang oras at maraming araw. Mula 7 ng umaga hanggang 7 ng gabi yan, ha?
Tumutok sa ating mga lessons na naka-video episodes. Manood habang natututo sa inyong TV. Ito ay maipapalabas sa IBC 13, Signal TV, ABS-CBN TV Plus, at GMA Affordabox Channel 7.
Kung hindi makahabol sa live broadcast, aba naman, subscribe na sa official YouTube channel ng DepEd TV para makapanood ng video episodes sa inyong cellphone, tablets, laptops, o personal computers.
Learning is a continuous process, and the Department of Education will continue to innovate teaching to make learning accessible to every Filipino.
Kaya para sa mga pag-asa ng ating bayan, ipagpatuloy natin ang pagtataguyod ng pagkatuto ng bawat kabataang Pilipino.
Ang komunidad at mga magulang ang kaagapay. At ang DepEd TV, ang gabay at tulay para sa edukasyong hindi tatamlay.
Kaya ano pang hinihintay ninyo? Kunin na ang self-learning modules, papel at panulat, ballpen man o lapis.
Dahil sama-sama na tayong matututo habang nag-e-enjoy. Sulong Edukalidad. At ito, ang DepEd TV.
There will be no face-to-face classes.
We will be using our own teachers as broadcasters in this TV program.
Huwag kang mag-alala. Good morning, everyone. Are you ready?
Yeah!
And this is the accomplishment report of DepEd TV. DepEd TV delivers video lesson on IBC 13 from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday to Saturday. It also offers lesson for all grade levels via free TV IBC 12, local televisions, digital black boxes, and digital terrestrial TV satellites. So as we all know, during the start of pandemic last year, the Department of Education issued multiple learning modalities that will be used this academic year. Particularly, we have the blended learning, the distance learning, the modular learning, and what we are using right now, the TV and radio-based instruction. So ideally, television is meant to educate, to inform, to entertain, and to inspire our viewers. DepEd TV was established to provide quality access to education for learners and teachers who are geographically isolated and disconnected. To support other distance learning modality platform by using television broadcast in streaming instructional videos. And to ensure the delivery of instruction is clear, well-defined, and bounded in a specific air time. We are using the following methods wherein commercials and infomercials will focus more on education, financial literacy, and developing holistic approach to our learners while ensuring that they absorb the core values of DepEd, which is maka-Diyos, makakalikasan, makatao, at makabansa. Lessons presented in television broadcasts are aligned in the most essential learning competencies. And the instructional videos are in recorded format. The preparation of video materials will be 1 month ahead prior to the airtime. And before I proceed with the milestones of DepEd TV, let us watch this short video.
We have television in cases where there is no connectivity and printed materials may not be available immediately. We have the classic long time approaches which have always been used in education, and this would be television. What we need to do is to utilize these programs to transmit our curricula.
Ang content or lessons ng broadcast ay yung MELs, the most essential learning competencies. Talent will be teacher broadcasters. So we will be using our own teachers as broadcasters in this TV program. Type of telecast will be simultaneous and nationwide. There will be one broadcaster who will be teaching in front of a camera and will be watched via TV by all learners nationwide.
Manood, makinig, at matuto sa asignaturang Filipino. Ako ang inyong nanay guro, Kinenjoy Herbacio Salazar.
Nais mo bang galugarin ang kagubatan ng Timog Silangang Asya? Ako si Sir Carlo, ang teacher for Illinois na kabarkada mo na, kalakbay mo pa!
Good morning, everyone. It's going to be a long and hard journey. There will be a lot of sweat and a lot of tears. I expect a lot from you. Are you ready?
Yes!
And these are the milestones of DepEd TV. For milestone number 1, the turnover of approved broadcast training program, it is consists of 6 modules and each module is consists of 10 lessons. For the second one, turnover of approved broadcast design, we would like to inform everyone that our broadcast training program will be available upon request, and we are very much willing to share it with other division offices who intend to have their localized DepEd TV program. Let's have the inventory of the TV episodes. For the first quarter, we were able to produce 1,108 video episodes. For the second quarter, we were able to produce 783 episodes. And as we enter our third quarter, meron na po tayo ngayon reserve of 78 video episodes. And for the fourth quarter, we have 12 video episodes. And last Christmas, we were able to show you different celebrations of Christmas by means of presenting our Christmas special, wherein we were able to produce 16 episodes. And for milestone number 2, production of 640 fully edited, mastered, and formatted broadcast-ready television lessons, training of 200 DepEd teacher broadcaster participants. We would like to inform everyone that all the trainings conducted for the DepEd TV program was delivered via webinar session because we need to follow the IATF protocol of physical distancing, so mass gathering is not allowed, so we do it via webinar session. And these are the trainings that we conducted starting July to January 2021.
If we would analyze the baseline of the reach of radio, this is 85%, free TV 88%, digital cable and satellite TV, that is 47%, and internet 63%. We would see that if you use TV and radio, you would already reach 100% of the entire population. This is the conclusion arrived at by Kantar. Even though free TV is 88% and even though radio is 85%, when you combine the two, you reach 100% of the population.
See, we have to start with ourselves. There is life beyond modules. There is education beyond face-to-face. There is DepEd Radio. There is DepEd TV.
Kami ay nagpapasalamat at nagpupugay sa inyong katapatan, sa inyong tungkulin bilang mga guro. Kami, kasama ng buong kagawaran, ay nakikiisa sa pagpapatuloy ng edukasyon kahit na sa gitna ng pandemyang ito. Sa mga minamahal namin mga teacher broadcasters, saludo po kami sa inyong lahat. Malaking pasasalamat po. Laban lang! mga teacher broadcasters.
Alright!
Haharap ako sa camera upang magturo.
And for our milestone number 3, we were able to turn over 25 audio and video lessons by broadcast veterans. And we would like to inform everybody that DepEd were able to invite veterans broadcaster na mag-train sa ating mga teacher broadcaster para maging ready sila to face the camera. And lastly, turnover of complete operations manual for broadcast or the DepEd TV Bible. And let's have the quality assurance team. This is the quality assurance team of the DepEd TV. They are in charge of checking the scripts, the videos, and all the things that will be aired on DepEd TV. What it's like to be a teacher broadcaster. Food. The meals for the teacher broadcasters are free of charge. During taping, they have meals for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. For transportation, the DepEd provides shuttle service for all the teacher broadcasters who will have scheduled tapings. There is a limited number of passengers per vehicle to properly observe physical distancing as mandated by the IATF. All the vehicles are sanitized after every drop-off, and the coach captain wears face masks at all the time. And there is an alcohol bottle and a medicine kit inside the vehicle. And rapid test, all the teachers, broadcasters, and members of the production team undergo rapid or antigen tests before the taping. And alam naman po natin, we started last year, July last year, and we were able to win different awards and recognition. And particularly, we have here our senator in charge for education, Senator Will Gatchalian. Sabi niya, I took a look at your DepEd TV YouTube. I have to commend DepEd TV. That is very good, high quality material. Ang ganda ng material. It's not out of your backyard. It is really world class. Thank you, Honorable Senator, for this appreciation to our produced TV episodes. And just this year, DepEd TV and the Educational Technology Unit won the Policy EdTech Champions Award. This is an international award-giving body, M Alliance for Education.
Ako pakiramdam ko, ito'y maging isang world record balang araw.
Mahirap na magkaroon ng pagkakamali sa broadcast, lalo na sa TV, dahil ito ay pumapasok agad sa consciousness ng mga mag-aaral at ng iba pang mga nanonood ng TV. Kaya sinisikap natin kaagad na ito ay makorek. At wala naman tayong tinitignan dyan na may sala kung hindi talagang hindi tayo perfecto. At alam natin na napakahirap gumawa ng DepEd TV episodes. Kaya minamabuti natin na bantayan ng bawat isa, tulungan ng bawat isa para maging perfect yung mga episodes natin gagawin.
We at the Department of Education sincerely thank all the organizations and individuals who rallied behind us and supported our mission to deliver education amidst this terrible pandemic.
Are the future plans of DepEd TV and the Educational Technology Unit in delivering quality education right at the comfort of your home. The first one is, recently, Yusek Alain Delby Pascua issued OUA Memorandum 0003210052 or the promotion of official platforms for blended learning, wherein we are trying to promote different platforms na in-offer ng EdTech. We have the DepEd TV, the ETUlay, and other platforms that we can use. And we would like to inform all of you that we are about to begin our series of webinar session per region, per division, kung saan tuturuan natin sila about broadcast media and other things to consider in establishing TV-based instruction. And these are our media partners. We have free TV channels, cable and digital black boxes, local cable TV providers, satellite dishes, online channels, and online platforms. So sila po ang aming nagiging katuwang upang maabot ang mga malalayo at mga taong nasa kabundukan. And we are all doing this because of this mandate by our Honorable Secretary Leonor Magtolis Briones. Education must continue, and DepEd TV ang patunay that education must continue kahit na tayo ay may dinaraan ng pandemya.
Ipinagmamalaki ng DepEd at DepEd TV ang karangalan na ating natanggap mula sa the Mobiles for Education Alliance. Kinikilala ng global organization ang mga programa at polisiya ng iba't ibang bansa na gumagamit ng teknolohiya para isulong ang kalidad ng edukasyon. Kinilala ang Department of Education ng Pilipinas bilang isa sa policymaker EdTech champions ng organisasyon para sa DepEd TV project. Habang finalist naman sa kategoryang Crisis and Conflict Response ang DepEd TV para sa ating makabagong paghahatid ng edukasyon sa kabila ng hamon ng pandemya. Buong puso naming iniaalay ang karangalan na ito sa mga taong bumuo at nagpatuloy ng DepEd TV. Sa mga guro na nagsisilbing matibay na pundasyon at haligi ng programa. At sa mga magulang at estudyanteng sumusuporta at naniniwala sa ating pamamahayag. Ang tagumpay na ito ay aming inspirasyon para sa pangakong isulong ang edukasyon para sa bata, para sa bayan.
Before I end my presentation about the accomplishment of DepEd TV, I would like to recognize the efforts of the hardworking men and women behind DepEd TV, our executive producers, our segment producers, our shoot PA, and all the DOPs and all the workforce na nasa likod ng DepEd TV na kasama namin before at patuloy namin nakakasama ngayon. Ang tagumpay na ito ay inaalay namin at ang tagumpay na ito ay hindi natin makakamit kundi dahil sa suporta ng ating Honorable Secretary Leonor Magtolis Briones, our Undersecretary for Administration, Yusek Alain Del V. Pascua, our Director for ICTS, Director Abram Y.C. Abanil, and our head in the Educational Technology Unit, Mr. Mark Anthony Sisi, and on the side of our production for ETUtech, Mr. Paulo Vidiones. Thank you very much, and this has been your DepEd TV. Sama-sama tayo, tulong-tulong tayo sa pagsulong ng edukalidad sa ating bansa. Maraming salamat po sa pakikinig and kita-kits tayo sa mga susunod pa nating session. Paalam!
Okay, again, thank you very much, Sir Bads. And as one of the teacher broadcasters, I can testify your sheer dedication to the program. So actually, si Sir Bads po mula sa pagtulog hanggang sa pagising namin mga teacher broadcasters, siya po talaga yung nakaalalay sa amin. Now, as you can see here, joining us is also our part of the EdTech, one of our EdTech specialists, and also the teacher broadcaster for English 5. Of course, so we have here another Sevilla po, Ma'am Mary May Sevilla.
Hello po to our viewers all over the Philippines. Again, I am Teacher May, or in full name, my name is Ma'am Maria May Sevilla from STO Navotas. And as Sir Jeff said, I am one of the EdTech specialists from STO Navotas and your teacher broadcasters for one of the English teacher broadcasters for English 5. Okay, so I would like to ask you, Sir Jeff, what are the challenges now that you experience as one of the teacher broadcasters?
Well, actually, there's a lot of experience. The first part is during the audition period. We all know that there are a lot of teachers who would like to become part of the DepEd TV and to be included for the final 300 teacher broadcasters. It's really an honor for us because we all know na this is an opportunity for us para tulungan yung mga teachers natin on how we're going to pursue learning even this pandemic. Kaya naman po sa lahat po ng teachers nationwide, we just would like to inform you that we are now reaching 164,000 participants nationwide. So thank you very much po sa lahat ng teachers. Sobrang masaya po ang mga puso namin. It's not because na maraming nanonood sa atin. It's because nandyan po kayo na patuloy na nakaalalay sa amin dito sa EdTech unit. Kaya naman, kahit may pandemic, kaya talagang laban lang, di ba? Sabi nga nila, sulong edukalidad.
Yes, kaya laban lang po, no? Para sa bata, para sa bayan, at para sa guro.
Yes, Ma'am May. So in order for us to give you the information, ito yung inaantay na nating lahat, di ba? Let us now proceed to the DepEd LMS report by Sir Mark Anthony Papa from SDO Cavite Province. And he is also an EdTech specialist and the project lead for DepEd TV LMS. A virtual round of applause to Sir Mark Anthony Papa.
Yeah. Good morning po sa ating lahat. Mag-start na po ako ng report dahil ito po ay very short report lamang po. Okay, so let me share my screen. Yan, thank you po. So, ito po yung ating pinaka-controversial na nangyari simula Saturday at kahapon. So, yung ating learning management system. As you can see on the screen, meron po tayong iba-ibang pictures. We have the PDLMS, the learning management system, or the regional learning management system, and the assessment learning management system. So kung napapansin nyo po, meron po tayo dito na portal, which is the lms.deped.gov.ph. But first, i-discuss po muna natin ang ating professional development learning management system, which is, ang URL po is, sigurado po ako, nakabisado na po nating lahat, na training.deped.gov.ph, wherein meron na po tayong 274,783 users kahapon ng umaga po yan, nung okay pa po yung website. So I assume na nasa around 300 plus na po tayo kung nagtuloy-tuloy po yan, or more than pa, baka nasa 400,000 na po tayo. Dito po natin makikita o masusundan ang mga trainings na kinakandak po ng ICTS Educational Technology Unit, wherein yung pong webinar series natin ng 2020 ay pwedeng-pwede po nating balikan. Nandito rin po yung mga courses like Google, Microsoft, Open Educational Resources, Robotics, and ALS EdTech Empowerment. And this April, mag-i-start po tayo for the Adobe Creative. Yan. And then sa mga familiar din po at naka-attend din po ng in-depth webinars na kinandak po ng School Health Division, dito rin po natin siya matatagpuan. Kung napansin nyo po at inyong naaalala, dito rin po kayo naka-receive ng inyong mga certificates. As for Microsoft, Google, and Amazon Web Services, we are planning to conduct a self-paced course po. Magkikreate din po sila ng mga self-paced courses dito po sa ating professional LMS, Professional Development LMS. And then, before po ako mag-proceed sa ating next na LMS, sana po ay natatandaan nyo po itong OUA Memorandum 08200083, wherein activation of official DepEd Commons account. Ito po ay lumabas noong August 12, 2020 dahil kailangan po dito at naka-indicate naman po to better optimize access monitoring and usage of online platforms provided for and by the Department of Education or DepEd. The migration of user accounts to the DepEd Commons must immediately commence. The initial wave of migration is the creation of official DepEd Commons account for teachers. All teachers are hereby instructed to check their DepEd emails to activate their accounts. So sana po ay nakapag-activate po kayo ng account dahil ito po yung magiging benefits po natin kapag ka po nakapag-activate tayo ng ating accounts. Use the DepEd Commons official account as a unified login to access other supported DepEd applications. Link or update your DepEd Commons user profile for use across all supported DepEd applications and receive alerts and notifications from applications assigned to you on your official DepEd email account. Ito po yung ating binabanggit na Regional Learning Management System portal. Bakit po siya portal? Dito po sa ating website na https, pwede nyo na po itong picturean kung meron po kayong camera na naka-ready sa harap ng inyong laptop, or pwede nyo pong screenshot kung nanonood po kayo ngayon sa inyong cellphone. Dahil kailangan nyo pong matandaan ang link na ito, https://lms.deped.gov.ph. Ito po yung ating portal wherein makikita nyo kung saan po ang inyong division belong sa ating LMS. Magkakaroon po kayo ng unique na link para po sa inyong regions. Let me show my browser po. Ito po siya. So kung mapapansin nyo po, pag nag-proceed kayo sa lms.deped.gov.ph, kapag tinapat nyo po ang inyong mouse pointer, makikita nyo po yung inyong mga courses. So for Region 1, Region 2, and sa mga malalaking division, like Region 3, nahati pa po sila sa dalawa, wherein nahati siya to 3.1 and 3.2, and ito po yung inyong mga divisions. Kapag kinlik nyo po yan, magpo-proceed po kayo sa inyo pong sariling LMS. Like Region 4A, nahati po tayo sa 3, ang Cavite is 1, sa 2 ay ang Laguna and Quezon, sa 3 ay ang Batangas and Rizal. And so on po. Kapag binrowse nyo po yan, makikita nyo po yung inyong link. Kapag kinlik nyo po yan, like this one, makakapasok po kayo sa ating LMS. Remember po, makakapasok po kayo sa LMS. Pero paano kayo makakapasok sa ating LMS? Kailangan, katulad po ng sinabi sa memo, natatandaan nyo yung inyong DepEd Commons account. Importante po yan. So magbibigay po ako ng example. Region 5.2. So ganito po ang magiging sistema. I-click nyo yung button na DepEd Commons Teachers, and then mag-open po automatic si DepEd Commons. Now log in your account. I'll be using my wife's account. Login nyo lamang po. And then magpo-proceed po kayo dito sa LMS. You have to authorize the system na makapasok po sa LMS. And may surprise po kami sa inyo na yung pong naging controversial na PDLMS ay naikalat na po natin sa ating mga regional LMS. Ano pong ibig sabihin? Makikita nyo po sa ating regional LMS, hanapin nyo lamang po ang virtual INSET, and then you may now log in sa ating course gamit ang enrollment keys na naka-charge po para sa inyo. Okay po, ulitin ko po. Meron po tayong kanya-kanyang regional LMS. So doon po kayo magpo-proceed sa inyong sariling LMS. So for example, sa Batangas, halimbawa po, from Batangas kayo, Proceed kayo sa lms.deped.gov.ph. Ayan na po na naman. Nag-flood na naman po tayo. Okay po. So pwede po kayong mag-direct link gamit ang mga link na ito. Pakipicturean nyo na po ang inyo pong mga screen or paki-screenshot nyo po. Meron po kayong 5 seconds para may screenshot. Ito po ay Region 1 to Region 4B. And the next, if ever po na nalampasan nyo yung inyong region, pwede nyo pong balikan sa ating video ngayon yung ating link by replaying po later. Sa Facebook po, later nyo pa po siya marireplay. Sa YouTube po, pwede nyo pong i-drag yung timeline niya, yung kulay red, paurong para po makita nyo yung previous na video. Okay po? Ito naman po ang ating Region 5 to Region 9. Paki-screenshot po at paki-picturean. And then, ito naman po yung ating Region 10 to 12 and NCR, CAR, Caraga, and ARM. Pwede nyo na po siyang picturean. And lastly, ang atin pong third LMS, wherein masasabi nating future assessment in DepEd, magiging centralized or pag naging centralized po ang assessment, under the Bureau of Education Assessment, meron din po tayong sariling LMS. Okay po? So that's my report. Good morning po sa ating lahat.
Thank you, Sir Papa. The learning management system keeps its system because of their good organizational and management skills. The next speaker will be delivering reports about the DepEd Commons. Let us welcome Mrs. Aprilyn Marquez from SDO La Union. Again, Mrs. Aprilyn Marquez from SDO La Union is an EdTech specialist and the project lead for DepEd Commons. Once again, let us welcome Ma'am Apple.
Nice. So, good morning, everyone. Thank you very much, Teacher May, and of course, her partner, Teacher Jeff. So for this day, I'm going to share with you, for this report is all about the DepEd Commons. Okay. Okay. Share screen. Okay, can you see my screen now? Okay, again, good morning, fellow educators. Here's the DepEd Commons report. For those who are not yet familiar with this is the first one to pop up once you access this website or this official platform. You may also log in as a student. It could be a teacher, uploader, or it could be a approver. But of course, we are sharing this with our teachers and students. For the information of the body, we can access this platform and how? To all mobile subscribers of Globe, TM, Smart, Sun, and TNC, access to the site using your Globe or TM, Smart, Sun, TNT network will not incur data charges. This service of free access is brought to you by DepEd and Globe Smart in cooperation with the ICT and NTC. For the information of the body also, links on the DepEd Commons page that require you to access the internet outside the Commons domain is beyond this coverage and may incur standard data changes. So with this, there are a lot of learning materials. Marami kayong makikita dito once na naka-login kayo at naka-access kayo dito sa DepEd Commons. Here are some of the random screenshots, or shall I say the images that you can see inside this platform. So we have here DepEd TV. This is one of the learning materials that you may see. And of course, as you visit this one, hindi mahihirapan ang ating mga learners once na meron kayong signal. Another one, aside from the DepEd TV, we have also Spotlight. In our Spotlight, marami rin kayong makikitang subcategory. These are just some examples of our learning materials na makikita sa loob ng ating DepEd Commons. Another one is ETUlay. For sure, you are very familiar with this since we are having this in Monday to Friday. This ETUlay also embedded in our DepEd Commons. As well as the ALS or the Alternative Learning System. Meron din tayong mga activity sheets and notes for this. Another one, we have also inclusion programs. So we have this self-learning module. And of course, from kindergarten until to senior high school, we have this, the applied courses and the core subjects. You have this self-learning modules. And with that, a lot of learning materials uploaded, and with this category, here are the figures. First, we have the DepEd TV. Meron na po tayong uploaded materials na 48 learning materials. For the Spotlight, we have 492. And for the ETUlay, we have already 82 learning materials there, embedded from this platform. As well as the Alternative Learning System, we have 577. Another one, we have also the inclusion programs, 131 uploaded materials, and 13 uploaded materials for special curricular programs. For the kindergarten, we have 26 uploaded materials, and for grade 1, 190. For grade 2, 227. Ayan, masyado na pong dagsaan o marami na rin pong mga materials na makikita sa ating DepEd Commons. As well as for the grade 3, we have 276 learning materials. Grade 4, 140. Grade 5, 189. Grade 6, 178. As well as for grade 7, 157. So as you explore that platform, you may see and you may explore that there are a lot of learning materials, not only videos, not only answer sheets, not only self-learning modules, but also educational videos that will enhance, or this will supplement, actually all of these learning materials will supplement our learning levels or steps. We have also this grade 8, 147, grade 9, we have 74, grade 10, 104, and for the senior high school applied subject, we have 12, and for the SHS core subjects, we have 298. So, just a simple announcement to our dearest educators, mabibigyan na rin po kayo ng pagkakataong mag-share o mag-upload dito sa ating DepEd Commons. Ngunit ating pakaisipin that we are also responsible with all these uploaded materials. So with that, a total of 3,369 uploaded learning materials are in our DepEd Commons. So with that, sana ma-maximize po natin ang paggamit ng ating DepEd Commons para matulungan ang ating mga minamahal na mag-aaral. Not only with that, we would like also to thank our sponsors as well, our partner, I should say, for sharing the different materials that would hone or develop the learning process of our learners. So with that, maraming salamat po sa lahat po na nagbahagi ng kanilang materials para sa DepEd Commons. Gayunpaman, sana isama-sama tayo at magtulungan para dito. Sulong edukalidad. Magandang umaga sa ating lahat.
Thank you very much, Ma'am Apple. You know what? DepEd Commons is truly a powerful platform that gives teachers, parents, and learners access to an array of learning and teaching materials. You know what, Teacher May, I can still remember nung ginagawa ko yung infomercial ng DepEd Commons na yan, no? Because it's actually a pleasure. You know what? DepEd Commons, nag-hit to ng number 4 sa Twitter. Nag-trend siya, di ba? And you know what, mga teachers po natin nationwide, DepEd Commons is actually the answer para magkaroon po tayo ng mga resources na pwede natin gamitin sa mga classes natin. Lalo na ngayon na makikita na rin natin sa DepEd Commons ang mga video episodes ng DepEd TV.
Yes. I also remember, Sir Jeff, no, nung nagsisimula pa lamang yung pandemic, when this program started, ang laking tulong, no? Tsaka talagang nakakapag-reach siya ng mga learners and teachers, no? Kung hindi niyo po natanong, I am also one of the first contributors of this website. So nakita ko po talaga yung growth ng DepEd Commons.
Opo. And katulad nga ng sinabi ko sa infomercial, di ba? Huwag kayong mag-alala dahil libre at welcome ang lahat dito sa DepEd Commons. And syempre, hindi titigil ang inyong EdTech family to give you more learning for this day. Kaya naman, we're going to have another presentation, and this day will not be complete without the DepEd Open Educational Resources or OER by Sir Sherwin Lomeda from SEO Muntinlupa. Now, Sir Sherwin is also an EdTech specialist, and he is our project lead for the Open Education Resources of the DepEd Central Office. So our dear teachers, let us hear it from Sir Sherwin.
Hello, good morning po sa inyong lahat, Sir Jeff and Teacher May at mga participants po na tutok po dito sa atin sa ating INSET. So again, I'm going to share to you those information about open educational resources. Okay, let me share my screen. Okay, so again, my name is Sherwin Gonzalez Lomeda from the Division of Muntinlupa. So way back 2019, we started our OER readiness training for co-facilitator, which ang trainer namin dito is si Sir Mark Anthony and participated by 12, which is 10 from the different divisions, and yung dalawa ditong participants came from central office. And then cluster 1, so for our training workshop on the use and creation of open educational resources and capacity building program for OER, we have 3 trainers, 10 core team facilitators, which are volunteers, and 60 participants, okay, for cluster 1. And for cluster 2, again, we have 3 trainers, and then 15 core team facilitators, 16 OER volunteers, and 58 participants. For cluster 3 and 4, so we have 3 trainers, 10 core team facilitator, 15 OER volunteers, and 61 participants. Same with cluster 4, okay? And here are the list of the OER national core leaders from different regions. We have from region 1, Ilocos, we have 55 core leaders. They are all volunteer teachers, of course. And from region 2, we have Cagayan Valley, which is composed of 7 core leaders. We have from region 3, Central Luzon, 14 core leaders. Region 4A, Calabarzon, we have 10 core leaders. Region 4B, we have from Mimaropa, which composed of 2 OER core leaders. From region 5, Bicol, 3 core leaders. From region 11, Zamboanga Peninsula, we have 1 core leader. From region 12, Soc-Sargen, we have 3 core leaders. From NCR, we have 8. And we have from BARM region, we have 3, a total of 106 core leaders. Ang good news, they are all volunteers from those regions that they are giving time and effort. And thank you po sa kanilang mga principal, supervisor, and at the same time sa kanilang SDS, ITO, and regional ITO for giving them support sa ating OER training. Okay, so nagkaroon din tayo ng batch 1 and 2 for training workshop on the advanced program of open educational resources, which is using offline learning management system and EdTech application tools. We have batch 1 composed of 3 trainers, 2 admin, 40 core team facilitators, and 170 participants. Sa batch 2 naman, we have 3 trainers, 2 admin, 4 core team facilitators, and 170 participants. Though this happens na nagkaroon na from basic training, nagkaroon na tayo ng next na follow-up na advanced naman sa ating OER. And then, it reaches out sa different divisions because of our core leaders at the same time yung principal, supervisor, and SDS na nag-support sa ating OER training, which is sa Puerto Princesa City, meron tayong 967. Sa Palawan, we have 837. From SDO Pampanga, we have 262. From SDO La Union, ito marami to. Kasi actually, pagkatapos ng basic OER, they adopted already the program and then nag-start na agad sa kanila. So 315. Then sa Aringay cluster, we have 155. Sa Pugo cluster, we have 120. Sa La Union School heads, 50 ang nag-participate. Sa SDO Pangasinan to naman, we have 220. SDO Albay, 310. SDO Rizal, we have 441. San Carlos City, Pangasinan, we have 2,885. SDO Marikina, 50. SDO Lamitan City, we have 150. Then SDO Albay, combination na to. Camarines Sur, Camarines Norte, Catanduanes, Iriga City, Legazpi City, Ligao City, Masbate City, Masbate Province, Naga City, Sorsogon City, Sorsogon Province, and Tobacco City. So we have 28 participants, and we have core leaders, trainers, facilitators that is composed of 21. And then we have the team management training team, which is 16. Sa batch 1 nila, 125. Sa batch 2, 135. Sa batch 3, 119. And then it reaches out also sa SDO Marinduque, which is composed of 50. Sa SDO Oriental Mindoro, 5,244. SDO Dasmariñas City, 137. SDO Laguna District San Pedro, we have 17. SDO Valenzuela, from batch 1, we have 29. And then sa batch 2, nagkaroon ng 46. So because meron na doon mga 2 trainer, 5 facilitators na from batch 1. And then we have SDO Surigao del Sur, we have 50. SDO Manila, 40. SDO Las Piñas, we have 45. And then we have also a barangay community in Las Piñas who adopted the program, 50 participants. SDO Bataan, we have 100. SDO Muntinlupa, we have different schools, 59 from Victoria Homes Elementary School, Soldiers Hills Elementary School, we have 70. Pedro A. Diaz High School, we have 150 participants. Tunasan Annex, we have 10. Division Training, this is a combination of District 1 and District 2, composed of ICT coordinators, we have 51. Okay, and then we have also Barangay Community in Muntinlupa, which is the Tunasan, 14 participants, composed of SK officials, and we have also Barangay Community in Bayanan, Muntinlupa, which is composed of 6 participants. And then overall natin sa OER training workshop na nangyari po to from 2019 and before mag-pandemic, we have 14,029 participants na nag-engage po at nag-adapt po ng OER training workshop. So this is face-to-face po. And then I would like to show you this project na inadapt po ng Barangay Tunasan, powered by and sponsored by chairman at saka yung kanilang barangay captain. So this is offline, pure offline. So yun nga yung lagi namin sinasabi sa OER, no internet, no problem. So this is application Kiwix and Colibri. Offline e-library, which is used po ngayon ng kanilang barangay. So as you can see, sa bahay po, nakakapag-access sila even without internet connection. So eto po, naglagay sila ng hotspot area sa lower part ng ng Tunasan na they can access 24/7. So good lang na talagang nakita lang po yung opportunity na wala pa man pandemic, na-adapt na po yung ating program, which is offline e-library. Okay, again, from SK to Nasan, ayan, thank you, Sir Seth and Chairman Walter Arcelias. So this is a program of the OER, which is no internet, no problem. And then last March 6 po, nagkaroon po kami ng webinar, and part 1 ng aming webinar is basic, and it reached 40,585 doon sa aming AM session. And then sa PM session namin, same date, March 6, this training reached 37,853. And then last Saturday, March 13, so yung second part po ng aming basic OER, it reached 11,018. Yung first part, AM session. And then yung PM session namin, which is the offline e-library, it reached 32,984. So yan, so that's the report of OER. So as you can see po, we would like to say thank you po sa ating from regional ITO, sa ating division, SDS, ITO, principal, supervisors, and mga teachers, volunteer. Thank you for your response po sa ating OER training program. Thank you for adapting and supporting the program. We really love sharing this, and we will continue serving you all. Thank you, and God bless po sa ating lahat.
Thank you, Sir Sherwin. Open Educational Resources, or OERs, bid the future of education by enabling access to learning materials. From what we also learned from the OER report, volunteerism is really in one of the cores of the teaching field. Nakamamangha at kagilagilalas kung gaano kaalab ang kagustuhan ng mga kaguruan para maiangat pa ang kalidad ng ating edukasyon. Sir Sherwin's presentation is a culmination of the first presentation in the AM session. But dear teachers, we still have more for you today.
Yes, and of course we are thinking of the safety of everyone. So just like here in the set, we just would like to remind everyone to please observe the health and safety protocols, the same with us here, RT-PCR test, before we proceed with this live session to make sure that everyone is safe from COVID-19. And the Educational Technology Unit still has programs and projects that it is excited to inform all of you. But before we proceed with our short break, we just would like to have a recap of the discussion. So we started with the DepEd TV by Sir Bads Manansala. So what are your learnings from the discussion of Sir Bads Manansala? Teacher May.
Sir Bads Manansala's report, I really learned how dedicated Sir Bad is, kasi siya yung isa sa mga tao, di ba, sa likod ng DepEd TV. And without siguro his presence, also most importantly, yung mga learning partners natin sa DepEd TV, no, that historical project would not happen talaga, sir.
Yes, and you know what? I admire lahat ng mga part talaga ng EdTech natin, yung mga specialists natin. Kasi even before na wala pa po kami mga teacher broadcasters, they are actually the first one, di ba? So ang tawag nga natin doon ay mga alay.
Yes.
So talagang sila ang mga naging alay natin sa DepEd TV before we started become teacher broadcasters. Yes. Now, another thing is regarding with our PD-LMS, di ba? Sobrang ganda nitong platform na to that ako nung nasa classroom pa lang ako, Teacher May, I am actually thinking, sabi ko, paano kaya ma-organize? Like, for example, if I would like to be promoted, kailangan ko hanapin yung memo. So, pag nagkaroon ng baha sa school, I can't find it anymore. But because of the PD-LMS, if you're going to have your digital certificate, katulad neto, the memo will be attached there, which is one of the requirements for promotion, di ba?
Yes, tsaka hindi na mahirap maghanap ng mga training, sir. Hindi ka na maghahanap at magtatanong kung kani-kanino, kung saan pa makakakuha ng training na binibigay ni DepEd, no? Sa PD-LMS po, makikita po ninyo yung mga courses na laging open para sa lahat. Kasama na po dyan yung virtual INSET natin for today.
Yes, and dahil nga nakita po namin na nag-surge talaga yung data natin because of a lot of teachers are joining us today sa virtual INSET natin. We also would like to say thank you sa mga regional ITOs. Yes. Sila yung tumutulong sa atin ngayon para ma-handle natin yung ganito kalaking registration. That is why we are encouraging everyone na
sundin po natin yung ano yung binigay na instruction kanina ni Sir Mark Anthony Papa para hindi po tayo mag-search when it comes to registration. Now, another thing, ma'am, with the OER, ito talaga yung sobrang na-amaze ako. Because we all know na nagsisimula tayo from Manila paper, di ba? Pag nasa school tayo, practice teaching natin. But because of OER, marami pala tayong mga software applications na pwedeng gamitin, talagang na-engage yung mga students natin if we're going to use this application. And ang maganda pa, this is offline, di ba?
Yes. Tsaka in addition, sir, iba yung access sa mga materials kapag offline sila. So, marami sa mga kabataan or marami sa mga estudyante natin ngayon, no, ang problema talaga yung connection,
yes.
Okay? So, yung OER po talaga yung pagkakasabi ko kanina na it is bidding the future of education. Kasi kahit offline ang bata, walang rason para hindi maka-access sa iba't ibang learning materials.
Yes, ma'am. And of course, syempre, hindi magpapahuli ang DepEd Commons, di ba? Grabe, kahit wala kang load, as long as you're just going to turn on the data, pwede po kayong maka-access sa DepEd Commons. Nandun lahat ng mga learning modules natin, mga DepEd TV episodes, and interactive materials na pwede rin gamitin ng teachers, students, and parents. So kung mapapansin po ninyo talaga, no, the Educational Technology Unit is actually exerting all the efforts. At ang maganda dito, hindi tayo tumitigil.
Yes po. Nag-iisip pa ng mga proyekto at programa ang ETU para makatulong sa lahat ng mga guro at mga estudyante sa buong bansa.
Okay, so I know that you are all craving for more lessons and for more learnings for today. But before we proceed, we will pause for a short break. You may stand and move, go to the restroom, and grab your favorite drink and snack. And the virtual INSET will be back in a short while.
Ako si Pambing Nueva na babalita.
Anak, sabihin mo kung ano ang nilalaman ng puso mo.
Thank you, Tay!
Tay, naaalala mo ba nung niregaluhan mo ko ng mikropono? Ang sabi mo sa akin, susuportahan mo ko kahit anong gusto ko. Ang lagi mo pang ang bilin? Anak, sundin mo kung anong nilalaman ng puso mo.
Ganda talaga.
Lagi mo ring pinapaalala na ako ang pinakamaganda. Mas maganda pa sa mga crush mong artista sa TV. Alam mo ba, Tay? Pinaniwalaan ko yun.
Ako, si Pam Villanueva, nagbabalita.
Hindi mo naman kasi sinabing mahilig ka sa mga palabas na comedy. Yan tuloy. Umasa ako masyado. Hindi ko inakalang iba pala ang pamantayan ng mundo. Hindi ko napaghandaan ang sakit ng mga salita mula sa tao. Ganun pa man, hindi ko kinalimutan ang bilin mo. Tay, ngayong araw, maglalakas loob ulit akong sundin ang laman ng puso ko. Ngayong araw, tutuparin ko ang pangarap nating dalawa. Handa na akong yakapin ng pagkakataong ito. Ano man ang sabihin ng iba.
Good morning, everyone. It's going to be a long and hard journey. There will be a lot of sweat and a lot of tears. I expect a lot from you. But in the end, when you become teacher broadcasters, it'll all be worth it. Are you ready? Yes! Your task at hand is to deliver your lines straight at the camera lens.
Greetings, bright minds! I hope you're having an amazing day. It's me, your English learning buddy.
Good job, DJ. Okay, next. Any volunteers?
May nagtatago doon. Teacher Pam! Teacher Pam, I can see you.
Sa pagkakataong ito, babaliin ko ang pamantayan ng mundo.
Magandang wika at maalab na panitikan sa ating lahat, grade 10. Narito kayo ngayon sa classroom ni Miss Pam, ang mamatanong na kahit sa camera laging umaanggulo, maniwala ka, sasamahan kitang mag-enjoy at matuto. Tatandaan, sa panitikang Filipino, abot kamay mo ang mundo.
Alright!
Haharap ako sa camera upang magturo, upang hindi lamang makulong ang mga aral sa 4 na sulok ng silid-aralan, upang mas maraming bata ang makaalam na ang mga pangarap ay binuo upang matupad.
Okay, teachers, dito nagwawakas ang ating workshop, pero hindi ang inyong training. Bye-bye!
Haharap ako sa camera upang magturo, para mas maraming bata ang makaalam na kahit matagal ang proseso ng pangarap, ang mahalagay umuusad. Tay, naaalala mo ba nung niragaluhan mo ko ng mikropono? Hindi ko to nagamit kanina. Pero, nagamit ko lahat ng paalala mo. Hindi na rin pala ako naniniwalang kasing ganda ko ng mga crush mong artista. Pero, mapapanood mo na ako sa TV para sa mas malalim pang advokasya.
And we're back to the first virtual INSET. The second set of presenters will be providing information about Google certification, Microsoft Education, ETUlay, and Educational Technology Units programs in the future. For this set of presenters, the first to speak is Ma'am Rowena Reyes from STO Makati. Teacher Rowie, as she is fondly called by everybody, is an EdTech specialist and the project lead for Google certification. Once again, Teacher Rowie.
Hello, good morning. So, good morning, dear participants. So today, I would like you to share about the Google certification. So, let me share my screen. So, okay, dear participants, good morning. So, I hope na okay kayong lahat dyan at nag-enjoy para sa aming report na nagaganap dito sa ETU. So, today we're happy to announce with you that Since January 2021, nagkaroon kami ng Google certification. So today and this morning, meron akong report na gagawin para ma-encourage pa ang bawat isa. So we know that Google for Education has a play an important role in education by enhancing efficiency, productivity of teachers and students. It transformed the way we used to study, thus play a major role in imparting education and knowledge accessible and comfortable for all. Always remember, all you need is Google because things go better with Google. Okay, so let me share with you my screen. So again, this is Rowena Reyes. Very much happy to present to you the Google certification update. This update is unofficial because as of today, nagpapa-exam pa kami, nagkakaroon pa kami ng Google certification. 2 to 3 days, marirelease yung result, and that's the time that we're going to accomplish the report. Okay, so again, this report is not official because we continually gathering the result of each teacher who passed the examination. Okay, so as you can see, we have 1,500 voucher na ibinigay ni Google for ETU. So gusto ko lang magkaroon ng kwento. Because of this 100,500 total voucher from ETU, marami pong teacher kaming natulungan, teacher 1 hanggang teacher 3 po. Okay, this 1,500 total voucher, we released 600 voucher. Okay, so remember that. We released 600 voucher. And that 600 voucher, 550 passer result na po tayo. Since January this year up to this day. The Google certification is nangyayari po ngayon. Okay? So hanggang matapos po namin ang 1,000 voucher, the EdTech people or the EdTech unit will help all the teacher to pass the Google examination. And now, even though meron kaming 550 passer, nagkaroon din kami ng kahit mapano na 35 fail result. And that is an honest report from ETU. Okay? So until today, until this time, we're waiting for the 15 pending result. Sabi ko nga kanina, 2 to 3 days bago kami mag-gather ng report from the teacher who took the examination of level 1. Okay, the 900 unused voucher, and that is not unused because the batch 3 memo released last 2 weeks ago, and that 900 voucher, continuous po ang training yan. So continuous ang training ng every SDO, not only in the NCR, but the entire region. So here are the report. So in region 1, we have 60 participants who passed the Google examination. Again, this is unofficial because until today, we are gathering all the report. Now, we took the top 10, okay? We took the top 10, almost in every region, we took the top 10, 30 pataas yung naging pasado. So in region 1, we have 60. In region 2, 118 teacher. In region 3, 21 teacher. And the NCR is 113. In region 4A, we got 156. And region 4B, we got 66. And region 5, 2. And region 7, 6. And region 11, we have 11, and MARM, it's 2. So that is, again, that's not official because we're all gathering all the report from different regions. So ayan, so as you can see, that's the region who took the Google certification. And the EdTech family are very much happy to report that the effort of those teachers to train and spend time for the review, because the session, most of the time the session, it consumed 2 to 3 hours to review. And after that, the next day, the teacher need to spend time to take the examination. And thank you for the teacher who take time to do this examination. Okay, and we select top 10. the Santiago City, 91 teacher who passed the level 1 examination. The Cavite province is 65. The Rizal, so 55, SDO Rizal, 55 teacher. SDO Makati, 43. Puerto Princesa, 34. Las Piñas, 34. Antipolo City, 33. And Pangasinan 1 is 30. Again, teacher, these are the top 10s who passed the Google examination. Okay, so the Google examination is not easy because they took a lot of time to review, and after mag-review po ang mga teacher na ito, hindi pa sila titigil kasi nandito po yung inquiry. So the EdTech people, kaming team, wala kaming tigil na i-monitor sila to support kung kamusta na, kung ano po ba ang problema when it comes to registration, paglalagay ng voucher. So ayan po, because of this, we're very much thankful for the Google because without their help, wala po kaming voucher na ibinibigay po sa teacher. Again, this voucher is not free, but because of the partnership of Google sa DepEd, nagbigay po sila ng free voucher for the teacher who want to take the international certification Google Level 1. So the price of this voucher is $10, but because of the kindness ni Google and the partnerships with DepEd, ito po ay naging free na. Okay, so dear teacher, all you have to do is contact us if you're willing to take if you're willing to take the examination. The EdTech people is very much willing to train and to get certificate. So ayan, so nakita namin na ang examination na nagaganap, although bago po ito sa inyo, pero nakakatuwa kasi nakita ng mga teacher ngayong pandemic, nakita nila na akala nila itong examination ay napakahirap. Ginagamit na po nila ang Google for Education. Ano yung mas nagamit ngayong pandemic? So nagamit ngayon mostly ay the Google Classroom. Kahit po wala tayong domain, we can use the Google Classroom for free as long as if you have the Google personal Gmail account. And also, ano pa yung ginagamit natin? Ng part ng examination is the Google Form, the Google Sheet, the Google Slide. Ang dami po. So akala nila parang ganun kahirap. So nakakatuwa kasi nung nangyari yung training namin, na-realize nila ay nagagamit na po namin ito. So kaya sa mga talk na ginagawa namin, lagi kong sinasabi na ito yung oras para ma-certify tayo because alam naman natin na ginagamit natin ito. And this Google certification, again, this is international. Na nakakatuwa kasi alam natin yung kakayahan at ability ng teacher. Kaya nagpapasalamat po ako sa mga teacher na napatuloy na nagtiyaga at nag-stay ng kanilang time kahit na alam kong busy sila, sige lang, attend lang ng review. So I'm very much thankful for different region na naging part ng aming session for training, review, certification. So ayan, nakakatawa po. At ano pa po ang mga future na pag-uusapan natin regarding Google certification? Nung lumabas po ang batch 3, so continuous po ang aming training and that is nakamemo po siya. So dahil continuous ang training, every day meron kaming session in different region kasi our goal is to help teacher to review and pass the Google certification level 1. So para ang mga teacher talagang confident in front of mga students natin kasi they are certified using that platform. So ayan po, dear teacher, pakakaabangan po ang mga susunod na certification na magaganap. So maraming salamat po. Iyaan ang report ng Google Certification Level 1 in all region. Huwag pong magtampo yung mga hindi na iligay kasi po madami po yan. But sabi ko nga kanina, as of today, that is unofficial. So dear teacher, thank you so much and I encourage you to be confident in getting the Google Certification Level 1. Sulong Edukalidad. Thank you and good morning.
The Educational Technology Unit continues its commitment of empowering teachers through technology. Through Google, we aim teachers to be equipped with valuable knowledge to adapt to the ever-changing needs of 21st century learning. Well, actually, Ma'am May, no, if you can still remember yung first time na nag-take tayo ng Google certification for level 1 and for level 2. It is truly amazing and a wonderful experience.
Yes, sir. Tsaka hindi ganun kadali yung courses. Parang 10 or more than 10 yung talagang aaralin to be certified. And then when you're having the exam, talagang kailangan yung camera mo tutok sa'yo. It's how stringent the test is.
Yes, actually naalala ko yun na the first time na magte-take ako ng level 1, naka-on yung camera. So parang kailangan mo i-prepare yung sarili mo. You have to inform everyone na walang dadaan sa likod mo, walang magpapatawa because you have to take the test seriously. But you know what, teachers, kung iniisip ninyo that this is going to be hard, definitely hindi. Because we are here to support you all the way. Kaya naman, ako nga po sobrang nakakataba ng puso na naging level 2 yung certification ko ng Google. And I'm sure ikaw din.
In the future, kasi level 1 pa rin ako. Pero sir, iba kapag Google Certified Educator ka, talagang confident ka sa paggamit ng Google. Tsaka yung mga courses pala, let's go back to the courses. Though marami siya, no, it's more of how you will apply the applications in the classroom. And it's really going to train you in using these platforms para ikaw din confident ka sa classroom na hindi mo lang ito ginagamit kasi nagmamarunong ka, because you know it and you know that it will be for the betterment of your students.
Yes, and another thing, teachers, ang kagandahan po dito, naka-memo na to sa DepEd Central Office. Dati, if you're going to have an international certificate, kailangan pumunta ka pa.
Yes.
You have to secure your passport, punta ka sa ibang bansa just for you to have an international certificate. But through ETU, the central office, yan po, naging accessible po para sa ating lahat na teachers na magkaroon ng international certificate through Google. Kaya naman, thank you very much sa Google Philippines for making this possible. Now, we are continuing to lay to our dear audience more avenues that make them more empowered as educators through Microsoft Education. And of course, ang mahal na mahal nating lahat, ang ETUlay. Let's give the floor now to Sir Mark Anthony Hamisal from SDO Antipolo City. So Sir Mark is actually known as as one of our EdTech specialists. Actually, isa siya sa pinakasikat nating EdTech specialist, di ba?
Siyempre naman.
Of
Given
course.
his looks.
Oo, because one of the DepEd TV's teacher Bay din, di ba?
Yes.
And our focal person, the project lead for Microsoft and ETUlay, once again, Sir Madge.
Good morning and mabuhay to all our fellow educators, and I am very thrilled to share with you the Microsoft Education Report. So let me share my screen. So we hope that you're enjoying our first ever virtual INSET, and again, we are all excited for this phenomenal event. So again, I would like to welcome everyone for our Microsoft Education Report. I'm the EdTech Specialist Lead for Microsoft Programs. And I will cover the following milestones, the opportunities and challenges, and the programs and projects and future programs of Microsoft Education. First is our milestone number 1. So we begin our first strengthened partnership just this year, as I was assigned to lead the Microsoft Education programs for our fellow educators. So we all know that if we work together, we can attain our goal for quality education for our learners. So our first milestone is that we're able to strengthen the partnership with our EdTech unit and Microsoft Philippines. And the first engagements that we did was during our first Ascenso Pilipinas. This is the first grand gathering aims to build a vision that will enable the different divisions and sectors of the government to accelerate growth and achieve digital transformation on a national scale. So I am proud to say that with our partnership, we're able to have almost 170,000 reach. So it's our Ascenso Pilipinas together with Microsoft Philippines. And we kick off our partnership this year last Saturday of January, wherein we shared the Wakelet, which is a content curation platform where teachers and students can save links, social media posts, videos, and images as items to be later organized in private or public collections. So we are happy that we have reached more than 150,000 participants or online participants. And Mr. Michael Morelia, a fellow Microsoft Education Ambassador, shared his expertise, shared the Wakelet to our fellow educators. And as mentioned, this is the kickoff of our Microsoft EdTech Unit partnership. So that is why we have the announcement that we have a special announcement wherein the EdTech Unit will conduct a series of Microsoft trainings, and we are all excited about it. And our second milestone is that the EdTech Unit and Microsoft online training reach. So we conceptualized these two programs, the Tech Talks and the My Tech Talks. To give you a short background, Tech Talks is our gathering of our experts from the field, and an invitation with, we partnered with also with Odentes, wherein they invite people from different industries to share how they use Microsoft applications or Office applications. And we receive a lot of commendations about it. And in the afternoon, we have this My Tech Talk session. This is a gathering of all the Microsoft Education Ambassadors. And again, this is not only for the teachers. We welcome the participants from different sectors. We also have our dear parents and for our learners. So this My Tech Talk is an afternoon gathering. This is an afternoon session for our educators to be engaged on, and at the same time to discuss the trends and the latest news about what is happening on the ground. So this is our platform for our mayas to showcase also their conducted trainings, the successful programs, and best practices. So that's our Tech Talks and My Tech Talk webinar. So I'm happy to say that as of March 10, the combined reach from DepEd Philippines and DepEd EdTech Unit is more than 2 million. So even though for that very short span of time, we're able to reach our fellow educators through our webinar sessions. So again, that's the 6 Saturday sessions. And then for our next milestone is, of course, our EdTech Unit and Microsoft Education Ambassadors partnerships. So we recognize their work, their expertise, and to support our learners, parents, and educators to understand how best to leverage technology for learning. So as mentioned earlier, that we have the My Tech Talk, which is a gathering of the Microsoft Education Ambassadors. They share best practices, they share success stories, they even share Maya hacks. So we have that episode wherein the Microsoft Ambassador will share a hack or tips and tricks for our teachers and learners. So we also have this episode or a segment wherein we give prizes. So we have this Maya quiz. So we are proud to say that there are a lot of teachers who are supporting this My Tech Talk. And of course, the partnership between Microsoft Philippines and our invited speakers from different schools, public and private, and even abroad. Here's our opportunities and challenges. For our opportunities, again, this partnership with Microsoft, this has been a platform to learn from our experts on their best practices and ongoing programs. Next is that we are able to create in partnership and empower our mayas or Microsoft ambassadors for our series of professional development trainings. And we are able to create a professional and active learning community of caring and compassionate mayas, teachers, parents, and learners. So it's a way to unite everybody to express themselves, to express their ideas, and at the same time, those unheard success stories will be heard by our fellow educators. And with that, we recognize the efforts of our Microsoft Education ambassadors by having this recognition of Maya of the Week. So we have Mr. Henry V. Nerizon from San Roque Elementary School of Maribojoc, and Ma'am Imelda de la Cruz Reyes from Bulacan, and Ma'am Serena, just recently, last Saturday, our Maya of the Week from SDO Pasig City. So you can have your virtual applause. And again, we congratulate our Mayas of the week. And of course, we have our Maya of the month. So for month of February, we have Mr. Jonel Edward Ticabella from the Division of Batangas for his untiring support, his inspiring story, for supporting our fellow educators via face-to-face or even the webinar or online trainings. And we really appreciate your efforts, Sir Edward. So thank you so much. And of course, challenges. So sabi nga, Sir Mark, puro pabida yung mga na-mention mo. Eh, hanggang ngayon may problema pa rin yung Office 365 accounts ko. Hindi ko pa rin ma-access yung Office. Paano ako magagamit yan? Puro kang pabibo. So we acknowledge those issues. We acknowledge that accounts issues, password issues, and the lack of support. So that is why I am inviting everyone to join our My Tech Talk, since we do have our ITOs. Our first day actually of the session, we do have ITOs, regional ITO. Hello, Sir Rick, na nag-mention sa atin si Mr. Ronel Boholano, and we are excited kasi nga they shared their best practices. They shared how they supported our teachers. And Mr. Biglete from Bulacan. So they passionately shared their stories, how they solved this problem. So it's somehow a challenge for our fellow regional ITOs and ITOs to support our teachers who are really having trouble in accessing their Office 365. Since, to be honest, this is not part of our role in EdTech unit, but through this channel, through this My Tech Talk, we can report this, we can tap the specific office who is handling the Microsoft Office account. So let's join together and then let's work on it. And we encourage everyone to join our My Tech Talk so that we can be able to share immediate support to each and everyone. So again, we recognize that there are teachers who have yet to receive their Office 365 accounts, or they forgot or lost their passwords. And we really need to intensify, to capacitate our teachers about the adoption, the sustainability, and of course, the immediate support that we all deserve. And for our programs and projects, so again, we have this Tech Talks. Again, it's a technology tips for learners and of all ages, streaming from 9 to 12 in the afternoon. And after our Tech Talks, we have our My Tech Talks. So the my means it's my personalized. It's my, not just Microsoft, my Microsoft Tech Talk, but we want this to be personalized. That is why we invited Microsoft Education ambassadors, teachers who can share best practices and issues that they're currently experiencing and how we can support them. And for our Tech Talk, just recently we had for the month of March, in celebration of National Women's Month, we have this STEM Heroes. So these are our series of trainings for the month of March. We have science for March 6, technology for March 13, which is done na. We have the engineering for March 20 and mathematics naman for March 27. So we call this episode of our Tech Talks as STEM Hair Rose. So talaga naka all caps yung hair. Her rather. So hair rose. So our STEM heroes, so we give appreciation and recognition. Lalo na po yung ating first speaker for that month. She is a student of the Manila Science High School. So Filipina po siya, pero naka-base na siya sa US. And she shared her story on how she thrived, how she's able to pass all the challenges. And mention niya nga doon na may mga tao na minsan sinasabihan siya na hindi ka matatanggap for a US scholarship. And dahil doon sa na-mention niya na story niya, ang una niyang lesson sa ating mga participants, watch what you feed your mind. Ulitin nga natin. Watch what you feed your mind. So, naging tutor si Tutor Mark. No? Again, it's the first lesson na talagang we would want our teachers to remember na yung mga sinasabi ng ibang tao, mga negative na narinig natin, dapat hindi natin papansinin. So may mga story din siya na sinabihan siya na you're not good enough, and still there are few people who supported her, and she expressed her thankful appreciation din sa kanila, na sabi niya nga na talagang importante talaga ang support system. And ang second yan na na-mention na lesson is that fear kills more dreams than failure ever will. So yung takot na yan, no, para natin, na yung pa yung nakakatigil ng ating pagtupad ng ating mga pangarap. So be bold. So, and lastly, she mentioned about to learn the language of coding. So we are inspired by her story. She is Miss Tala de los Santos, a scientist and MBA of PATH, a global program advisor in technology, analytics, and market innovation. She is an awardee of the Rising Leader Award, Pioneers in Global Health Washington Global Health Alliance. So she shared about the importance of science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. And don't you worry, kung hindi niyo yan napanood, it is a recorded webinar. So pwede niyo pong balikan sa ating Facebook page and sa ating YouTube channel. So very inspiring ang kanyang story. Next, we have our My Tech Talk. So we invited our different, as mentioned, we invited different Microsoft Education ambassadors, our regional ITOs, even IT trainer from the industry to share their valuable information, to share their knowledge about coding, about science. So last Saturday, we've learned about technology, coding, and collaborative projects of Hour of Code. So pag narinig natin ang coding, di ba parang, ay, panglalaki lang yan, magagaling. Pero no. So it's for everyone. So mapababae, mapalalaki, kung ano man po ang gender ninyo, anyone can code. All right, so very inspiring on stories that day, because they're not only trainers or speakers or teachers, but they're also entrepreneurs. So it's very important that we also encourage our learners to have that entrepreneurial or entrepreneurship mindset. Up next, so here's some of the glimpse or exciting programs of EdTech Unit and Microsoft Philippines. So we will have our continuous upskill session to support, or sessions to support DepEd in our migration to Microsoft Teams. And as I will express again, this is from our DepEd vision. As a learner-centered public institution, the Department of Education continuously improves itself to better serve its stakeholders. So as a teacher, we have this education.microsoft.com. It's a LMS as well. It's a website wherein we can continue our professional development anytime, anywhere. It's a Microsoft Educator Center wherein it's free, ready-to-use resources for professional learning. So again, we need to continuously improve ourselves and to update and innovate for the new technologies and trends, and to collaborate with other educators working on a common mission to empower our students to achieve more. And we do have our Microsoft Education Ambassador recruitment. It aims to create a sustainable community of passionate individuals who are advocates of teaching with technology. Each batch of teachers underwent screening or will underwent a screening, or at the same time, this is not just not open for anybody, but there will be a screening of teachers, and there will be having an orientation and a mandatory 3-day training to adopt and train teachers in public schools. So, or to adopt with this trend in technology and the use of different Microsoft applications. So just wait for our announcement when will this Microsoft Education Ambassador recruitment will happen, or to happen. And that is soon. All right, so participate in Microsoft Educators professional development programs, and we're excited to see you there. So as of the moment, we have more than 1,700 from both public and private sectors. We have 1,700 Microsoft Education Ambassadors, and we also have MIEEs or Microsoft Innovative Educator Experts of 200 from both public and private as well. So you can, again, we have this education.microsoft.com. It's your a free website. It's a free professional development site for our teachers. So you can earn your first credential as a Microsoft educator by becoming a Microsoft Innovative Educator. So again, libre po ang courses na yan. I-access nyo lang po anytime, anywhere. And next, you are all invited, since this is the first ever then na magkaroon ng open for public, open for all. Kasi before po ay talagang exclusive lang po ito. By invitation lamang po ang nakakapunta. Like for example, sa Paris, sa Sydney, ang education exchange. But for the first time, we are offering this education exchange for free or for everybody. So our mission at Microsoft is to empower every student on the planet to achieve more. The E2 offers an unparalleled opportunity to learn together and celebrate the achievements of extraordinary change makers. So again, you can scan the QR code for the registration po ng ating Microsoft E2 or Microsoft Education Exchange, which will happen on March 22 to 24, 2021. So again, it's a celebration of achievements of extraordinary change makers, which is us teachers. So our next target, so syempre lahat tayo may goal din. So our goal for our education, for our EdTech unit and Microsoft partnership is that we will continue, of course, our series of professional development programs, the Tech Talk and My Tech Talk. And we are planning for a tech boot camp, not only for our teachers, but also for our learners, a Minecraft summer camp. And lastly, we dream that our teachers and learners will receive the Microsoft certifications. We are still in the planning stage that it will be part of the curriculum wherein our senior high school learners will graduate with certification from Microsoft. So that's our goal, because we recognize the value, the importance of having a certification which is recognized by the industry. And we would want our senior high school learners to be on the lead and at the same time to be ready or future ready. So we recognize po na may mga schools naman na talaga or private schools na naka-embed na or naka-include na sa kanilang curriculum ang certification. And we would like that to happen also sa ating public schools. All right, to sum up, let's watch this short video of the EdTech unit Microsoft Education Partnership. All right, so again, this video is we'd like to an honor po sa lahat ng ating mga Microsoft Education Ambassadors for their untiring support sa kanilang leadership for modeling an educator who would like to who are open for new ideas, who are open to help and to support our fellow educators. So saludo po sa lahat ng ating Microsoft Education Ambassadors. So I will end my report from a quote from Mr. Brian Tracy, that continuous personal and professional development is your key to the future. So again, I am your tutor Madge. Let's make teaching memorable, amazing, and joyful for learners. O yan, kilala nyo na ako. I'm tutor Madge, memorable, amazing, and joyful for our learners. Thank you very much and good morning.
Hindi talaga nawawala kay Sir Madge yung pagmamahal niya sa ETUlay, no? Kaya habang nagtatalk siya ng Microsoft, dala-dala pa rin niya yung kanyang signature na Tutor Madge. Okay? Truly, it is one of the commitments of the Educational Technology Unit to bridge curriculum and technology. Through Microsoft Education, we continue the commitment to enrich teachers' knowledge of the different technologies that could better pedagogy. And the unit still proves the technology and the willingness to serve the Filipino learners are the ultimate answer to close the gap set by distance. And to conclude the morning session of the first day of the INSET, we are humbled to introduce to you the brain behind the projects and the programs of ETU.
Yes, but before that, Teacher May, because I would like to use the term Tutor May kasi talagang na ano tayo kay Tutor Madge. We would like to inform everyone that if ever you would like to post your comments or feedbacks, they are actually free to do it dun sa ating comment section in our Facebook and as well as to our YouTube channel. Then, aside from that, we also would like to inform everyone to keep safe for those teachers that are actually, meron tayong na-receive na reports that there are teachers that are currently in their schools. So, we would like to inform everyone to please observe health and safety protocols po. Aside from that, we also have the DepEd EdTech Unit INSET 2021 Facebook frame. Diba? So we have that one. So lahat po ng mga teachers, if you are actually browsing sa mga profiles ng inyong mga co-teachers and you see that they are using it, you are also allowed to avail that profile picture frame. Ayan.
Tsaka kahit nasa Facebook, no, tsaka hindi kayo nagkakakitaan, pag mayroon pag ginagamit mo yung profile picture na yon, no, parang kaisa namin kayo, no, sa virtual INSET na ito. At syempre, no, babalik tayo kay Sir Madge for the report for the ETUlay.
Alright, so good morning. So ako ulit. So sa ating mga online participants, thank you so much again for tuning in to our first ever virtual INSET 2021. So I am Tutor Madge. I am your presenter for the ETUlay report. So again, we would like to thank our teachers who continuously supporting our program. Lalo na po itong ating first ever natin virtual INSET and our ETUlay online tutorial. So I will be covering the following topics, which is what or why ETUlay. So what is ETUlay and why ETUlay? And then I'll be touching then also the program schedule, our milestone, and future projects. So what is ETUlay and why ETUlay? Plato famously wrote that our need will be the real creator, which was molded over time into an English proverb, necessity is the mother of invention. ETUlay is a product of a need to address the gap between curriculum and technology, a need to support our parents in assisting their child in answering the modules, a need to help our teachers in delivering instruction, and most importantly, a need to guide our learners. So this actually to share lang the idea, no? We started this January. January 5 to be exact, wherein Sir Mark Anthony C. Think of how we can align our session, align our DepEd TV, align our webinars on what is happening on the ground, what is happening sa ating mga public school, and ano na yung lesson na kanila pinag-aaralan. So we would like to support them. So doon po dumating yung idea na kailangan natin ng mag-isip ng isang concept, mag-isip ng isang project. And he approached me na mag-isip nga ng ano yung pwede nating ipangalan. Pero yun na yung idea ni Sir Mark na kailangan natin ng online tutorial. So I presented to him this ETUlay. So again, it's upon my introspection, I realized what we're planning to do is like a bridge. No? It's like bridging. So that's how nabuo po ang ating ETUlay. So ETU, our EdTech unit, and Lay or Tulay, so as a bridge. So ito yung, kung makapansin nyo, ito ang unang cover ng ating webinars natin sa ating ETUlay. So it's nag-umpisa lang siya kay Sir Mark na siya po yung unang-una nating tutor. Sunod-sunuran na po kami lahat ng mga EdTech specialists. So talagang hindi lamang po yun na talagang na sobrang nakakataba ng puso dahil yung ating mga kaguruan ay buong-buo ang suporta at voluntary po ito. So ibig sabihin, nagbayanihan po talaga ang ating mga teachers mula sa teacher broadcasters, mula sa kaibigan ng teacher broadcasters, mula sa kaibigan ako, teacher ng teacher broadcasters, hanggang mula doon sa napasa-pasa lang po siya, yung recruitment namin. So ganun po ang kwento ng ETUlay. So again, ETUlay is a free online tutorial platform for our learners from our excellent and inspiring educators. So nag-umpisa po kami sa ganito lamang po na schedule. So 9 to 11:20, and we have 5 major subjects: Science, English, Filipino, AP, and Math. And then nag-cover din po kami ng mother tongue based and kinder po na learners. So ganyan lang po kaliit yung aming scope noon. And then we encourage them to mag-aral at matuto. So again, this is the first posting po namin sa aming Facebook page. So what good about this ETUlay is that we are giving live or timely feedback. So live feedback po siya. And the responsive learning cultures enable feedback to be acted on quickly and nimbly, thereby creating slick iterations between the teacher or the tutor and learner to improve educational outcomes organically. Ayan, so samahan nyo kami ang inyong mga ETUlay tutors. And then the second quarter, ayan, so nagbago ng look si ETUlay. So this is the second namin na cover for our online tutorial. So with that cover, yan po yung nakikita po ninyo sa mga nakapost na sa iba po nating mga partners na nag-recognize ng ating ETUlay online tutorial. That's our second quarter, and we offered not only yung 5 subjects na natin, we expanded up to senior high school and even our alternative learning system or ALS. Ayan, so for our third quarter, I think na, I believe na nakikita nyo na ito, so this will be the cover of our next ETUlay webinars po natin. So we have our pre-K elementary, high school, and senior high school online tutorial. So ang galing ano? Dati parang pag narinig natin na may tutor ka, pang-reach. Pero ngayon, hindi. Anyone can have a tutor. So ETUlay online tutorial. Senior high school. Yeah. And as of the moment, we have 125 volunteer tutors. At madadagdagan pa yan dahil we will offer another segment or another program. So mamaya ko sasabihin kung ano po ba yun. So we continuously upskill our sessions. Of course, our tutors din po. We do have orientation. We conduct planning. We conduct testing for our online tutors para talagang ma-deliver namin na quality at talagang na check po yung mga materials na ipe-present ni tutor. So lahat po kami, it's like a coaching ang dating. So EdTech specialists, Sir Mark, and our tutors, it's like a collaboration of
educators na open. So nakakatuwa kasi at nakikita ng ating mga tutors din na yes, no, na I have something to improve pa pala. And at the same time, na-acknowledge natin yung effort nila sa pag-create ng kanilang presentation, sa pag-present ng kanilang material, and at the end of the day, yung mensahe na nare-receive natin from our tutors, or tutees rather, at yung mga online participants natin, yun po ang nakapag-drive sa ating mga online tutors to move forward pa and to improve pa and mas mapaganda pa natin ang ating mga online tutorials. For our program schedule naman, we welcome din, so ngayon pa lang bini-welcome na namin, no? Our third quarter, opening namin sa March 22. So ngayon pa lang po ay nagpe-prepare na rin po ang ating mga online tutors on that day. So talagang excited na rin po kami for our opening din po ng ETUlay. Just to give po a background of our schedule, so we have our Monday ETUlay schedule. Yeah, so para kung magpe-present kayo ng mga programs. For morning, we have our morning habit from Monday, Wednesday until Friday, 9 to 12 p.m. So ano ba Sir Madge o Tutor Madge ang morning habit? So 9 o'clock to 9:30, we have our All is Wellness, talking about wellness. So hindi lang siya puro exercise, even planning ng food, preparing ng inyong food, and exercising, pag-yoga, meditation, and mental health. So marami ma-cover ang ating All is Wellness. We also have the 9:30 to 10:30, so it's a 1-hour reading remediation for our K to 3 na learners. And we receive positive feedback din, paano kinakandak tong reading remediations, and na talagang sobrang na-amaze din po kami na maraming mga parents ang natutuwa sa ginagawa nating reading remediation. 10:30 to 11 o'clock, we have naman our math remediation. It's being led by our EdTech head, Mr. Mark Anthony C. So kung napanood niyo po yan, he taught us, or he's sharing yung mga even techniques, no, mga mathematics na mathematics hack or mathematics talaga na talagang pwede palang ganun, meron palang ganun, ba't hindi yan naturo sa akin ng aking teacher? So it's a way then na i-share ni Sir Mark yung mga medyo sabihin natin, mga Chinese technique niya na sa pagtuturo ng math or sa pag-aaral ng math na kaya pala ang bilis nilang mag-solve. So talagang we are happy to receive those feedbacks from you. So talagang na-appreciate ko ninyo ang ating math remediation. We also have 11 o'clock, from 11 o'clock to 11:30, our storytelling for K-3, and then 11:30 to 12 o'clock, our storytelling naman po for grade 4 to 6. So at 1 p.m. onwards is our science for grade 3 to 6. And for the third quarter at 3:40 to 4:20, we will be offering a coding session. This will be the first time po na i-open namin. This will be a fresh offering po for third quarter. So that's 3:40 to 4:20 sa Channel A. And ba't may Channel A ka pang nalalaman, Tutor Match? Kasi meron tayong Channel B. So side by side ay may nagkakandak din na 1 o'clock to 1:40 na grade 7 until grade 10. And may bago na naman, Tutor Match, no? 3:40 to 4:20, we will offer robotics. O, di ba? Para pag sinabi mo sa robotics, di ba mahal yan? Pero sa ETUlay, libre lamang po ninyong mare-receive ang ating free online tutorial for robotics. So that's for Channel B. And again, as mentioned, we also have tutorials for senior high school learners. We have physical science and earth and life science every 4 to 4:40 in the afternoon. And we have empowerment technology, so science and technology po ito, no? Empowerment technologies and media and information literacy, which is talagang very essential para sa ating mga learners, lalo na sa ating mga teenagers, on how they will behave not only sa face-to-face, but also in the digital world. So that's Monday, 4:40 to 5:20. And at 5 o'clock, we have our ALS, or Alternative Learning System, LS1, for elementary and high school. And so that's our Monday Sabi natin sa biruan namin sa ETUlay online tutors, Monday group. So, ang lakas that's entertainment sa mga batang 90s. Ayan. So, that's our Monday session. So, and may bago rin tayo sa senior high school. We will be offering General Chemistry 2 every 5:20 to 6 in the afternoon. Fresh pa yan. Hindi pa natin nakikita kung sino ang ating new tutor for that subject. And for Tuesday, it's our MAPI Day. So from 9 o'clock to 12 p.m., so music, arts, PE, and health. Yan, so meron tayo iba't ibang channel, Channel A, Channel B. So wag po kayo mag-alala, nakapost po ito sa ating Facebook page. Kung hindi nyo man po may screenshot or sabi niya, Tutor Mag, ang bilis. Yan, so wag po kayo mag-alala. Again, every day po tayo nagpo-post ng ating schedule for ETUlay. Ayan, so that's our schedule for MAPE Tuesday. So that's from 9 a.m. to 12. Meron din tayo for senior high school, Hope 2 and Hope 4. And choose English Day, sa hapon naman po, in the afternoon, we have from grade 1 to 5 and grade 6 to 10 sa Channel A and Channel B. And here are the schedule po. From grade 1 to grade 5, that's 1 o'clock to 1:40 onwards po, at will end at 4:20 in the afternoon. So that's our Channel A. This is our Channel B for Choose English Day. And then for senior high school at 4 o'clock, we have our 21st century literature from the Philippines and the world, and our AAP or English for academic and professional purposes for Channel B. Ayan, and creative nonfiction, Channel A, and reading and writing for Channel B, 4:40 to 5:20. And at 5 o'clock, syempre pag narinig na, 5 o'clock na, ALS na. So it's for our alternative learning system, LS2 for both elementary and high school. And so again, that's our English, Choose English Day and ALS Day po para sa ating Tuesday. And for our Wednesday, we have again, the morning habit. And we have our mother tongue-based Tagalog, Ilocano, Cebuano, from 9 o'clock to 9:40 for grade 1, MTB2, 9:40 to 10:20, and MTB3 from 10:20 to 11 o'clock. And ito, bagong-bago rin, MTB Kapampangan. So, that's same schedule din po, pero iba-iba lang din po sila ng channel. Pero sabi, alam ko may magtatanong, Tutor Match, ba't walang ibang mother tongue? So, soon, no? And we would like also, na may i-announce ko rin, no, yung vision natin with our ETUlay online tutorial. Yan, so that's our Wednesday. And in the afternoon naman, at 1 to 4:20, grade 1 to 5, it's our Filipino Day din po from ating Channel A and Channel B. Yan, nagutom kayo sa nakita nyo, no? Yan. And at 4 o'clock to 4:40, we have the communication sa pananaliksik at pagbasa at pagsusuri ng iba't ibang teksto tungo sa pananaliksik. And we have Filipino sa piling larang, textbook at academic. And, of course, ang ating 5 o'clock na, ALS na. Yeah. Alright? So, that's our Wednesday group. Yeah. Next natin is the Thursday group naman. So, that's our kalokohan po namin. Holy Thursday nga po, mga Blessed Thursday. So, ating mga banal, mga mababait naming tutors sa edukasyon sa pagpapakatao. From 9 o'clock to 11:30. From ESP1 to ESP5 sa Channel A, and 9 o'clock to 11:30 and PSP10. So sabi nga, hindi laging talino. Dapat, sabi ni Ma'am Joy, may puso ang ating mga mag-aaral, ang ating mga tuties. Okay? So values then. We also have our Alive, Arabic Language and Islamic Values Education every Thursday po, 11:30 to 12 o'clock para sa ating mga kapatid na Muslim, sa ating mga kabataang Muslim. And we have our Kwentong ESP for Channel A, Thursday po, 11:30 to 12 o'clock. Yeah. Alright, so that's our Thursday group. Meron pa. Sa hapon ay Araling Panlipunan. So 1 to 4:20, we have grade 1 to 5 sa Channel A, grade 6 to 10 sa Channel B. Po. We have also philosophy for senior high school and UCSP or Understanding Culture, Society, and Politics for Channel A and Channel B. So 4 o'clock po yan sa ating senior high school. Personal Development sa Channel A at Philippine Politics and Governance sa Channel B, 4:40 to 5:20 in the afternoon. At 5 o'clock na, anong susunod? ALS na. So 5 o'clock is for our ALS learners. Okay. O may naalala kayo doon sa sigaw na yan. No? So may bago rin po tayo for our senior high school. We have the Intro to World Religions and Belief System and Disciplines and Ideas in the Social Science. So para ang ating mga senior high school ay globally aware sa mga cultures at sa mga mga nangyayari sa ating kapatid abroad. Or of course, at it's also to acknowledge din na may mga iba't ibang religions na kailangan nating irespeto. Alright? So it's a new po na course offering po for senior high school. And huwag kayong mag-alala, last na to, tutor match, ang haba ng spiel mo ngayon, ano? And morning habit pa rin ang Friday, yan. And we have our Business Friday from 9 to 11:30 and the entrepreneurship po for senior high school. And at 9 to 11:30, we have business ethics din. So, tutor match, parang may nasama dun po na senior high school. Yes, nangyayari lang po yan sa Business Fridays natin. And kung meron tayong subject din po na kasabayan sa afternoon. So, para related po yung ating mga programs. Ayan. So, that's our morning habit. It's a Friday at Business Friday sa morning. And in the afternoon, ay Math Talino Day from 1 to 4:20 p.m. And then for our Channel B, we have 1 to 4:20 din po, Math 6 to 10. And for senior high school, ng 4 o'clock, ay Basic Calculus and Practical Research 2 for Channel A and Channel B. And we have the General Mathematics and Statistics and Probability naman po, both sa Channel A, or mapapanood po sa Channel A and Channel B, 4:40 to 5:20 p.m. And 5 o'clock na, last na to? ALS na. So ALS Mobile naman po. This episode naman po ay talagang si Sir Ariel or si Tutor Ariel ay bumibisita sa isang community to share ano pa yung mga na-experience nila. So para itong investigative reporting or talagang field reporter sa panahon na yan si Tutor Ariel. Alright, so that's our ALS Mobile. So again, yan po ang ating schedule. And for our milestones, ayan, we have reached from January to March lang po ito March 10 from a combined reach po, DepEd Philippines and DepEd EdTech unit. Drum roll. Alam niyo ba na meron tayong more than 10 million na reach na sobrang nakakataba po ng puso na sobrang dami pong sumusuporta ng mga magulang at mga mag-aaral natin and our teachers po sa ETUlay. So maraming salamat po sa pagsuporta po sa ating ETUlay online tutorial. At hindi pa nagtatapos, na-recognize din tayo ng mga iba't ibang agencies ng ating, of course, ng ating departamento na talagang yung pala yung ETUlay. Nung una parang hindi naman pinapansin pero ngayon, so talagang nakakataba po ng puso na na-recognize din po yung ating mga programa, ang ating mga tutors. And of course, ang ating mga minamahal na mga magulang. So kasi sila rin yung active po talaga na nagre-respond. Reality, real talk lang po tayo. Talagang, di ba sa mga modules natin, nangyayari na si parents na nga nagsasagot. Pero yun nga, yun po ang ating purpose sa ating online tutorial. Matulungan din ang ating mga parents, no? Kung paano nila tutulungan ang kanilang mga anak sa pagsagot ng module. Right, so dahil dyan, we also have our ETUlay Cutie of the Week to give recognition po sa ating mga minamahal na cuties na talagang supportive ang kanilang mga magulang sa tabi nila habang sila ay nag-ETUlay. And we also recognize our tutors. So we have our Tutor of the Week, si Tutor Martin and si Tutor Lynn, na talagang si Tutor 1 na talagang walang selfless na nag-share ng kanilang knowledge, na bibigay ng oras para sa ating ETUlay na programa. So again, and the rest po ng ating mga ETUlay tutors, maraming salamat po. And moving forward, ito po yung ating mga who would want at mga next project natin. Ayan, sinabi ko na next ko na agad. We will have our special education program. So, our SPED namin na online tutorial. So, abangan. So, we all know that the ultimate goal of SPED is the inclusion of children with special needs into the regular school system and eventually in our community. So, we really need to raise this efficiency of education services para sa ating mga learners and sa ating mga parents. So, di ba nga meron tayong term sa ating policy sa DepEd na inclusive education. So talagang kailangan natin na isama ang ating mga minamahal na kabataan. So lahat, our learners with special needs or special needs is part of our program. We will also include digital citizenship session and advanced coding in the future. Siyempre, yung pinresent ni Tutor Madge, coding basic lang yun. Siyempre, sa susunod ay magkakaroon tayo ng advanced coding. And we will continue our remediation program kahit naka-summer break kayo. Kung gusto nyo yung mga anak ninyo ay makinig sa ating ETUlay, walang problema. Sabi nga ni Sir Jeff, walang problema. Dahil libre ito. And we will have our summer tutorial for free. O, di ba? Dati pag may summer tutorial, may pambayad na. Pero ngayon, anyone, meron na silang online tutor. So, I'll be ending my session, I'll make presentation with a short video po of our ETUlay online tutorial. Pagpasensyahan nyo na po ako lang po yung gumawa nito. Kaya, pero kaya-kaya nyo rin po itong gawin. Alright, so again, thank you so much sa ating mga tuties, sa ating mga tutors, at ating mga parents, our heads, leaders natin, school heads, sa pagsuporta po sa ating ETUlay online tutorial.
Ready, Mobling? Yes po! Ready? 1, 2, 3, go! 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh! Yeah! I love it!
Hindi ako kita dyan.
Nag-aaral sa Balisor Elementary School. Ako po ay nasa ika-2 batch. Isa po ako sa libong nanonood ng ETUlay sa DepEd. Ako po ay nagpapasalamat sa ETUlay dahil po sa inyo. Marami po akong natututunan sa mga iba't ibang salita na kahit ako ay nasa bahay lamang. Muli, maraming salamat sa mga bumubuo sa ETUlay.
Babalik po ako, sir. Alright, so again, lahat po ng mga pinakita natin ng mga bata ay may consent po yan. So we would like again to express our appreciation po ulit sa ating mga parents and learners po natin na sumusuporta sa ating ETUlay online tutorial. So I'll be ending my session again with a quote from Steve Jobs. And it says that the only way to do great work is to love what you do. If you haven't found it yet, keep looking, don't settle. So that's from Steve Jobs. So talagang, again, our ETUlay is a labor of love, a bayanihan act from our compassionate and visionary teachers. And let us continue to unite to achieve our common goal na sulong edukalidad. So muli, maraming salamat. I am your tutor, Madge. Let's make teaching memorable, amazing, and joyful for our learners. And again, maraming salamat po. God bless.
Thank you, Sir Madge. At talaga namang sa ETUlay, no, tuloy-tuloy ang pag-aaral. At alam niyo po ba, no, hindi lang mga bata na natuto sa ETUlay, sir, no. Meron ako nakausap na nanay ng estudyante ko for ETUlay. And then kahit yung isang anak niya na current education student, natututo kung paano ang tamang pagtuturo na talagang teacher sa public school. So, iba talaga yung reach ng ETUlay. And through ETUlay, the unit proves the technology and the willingness to serve the Filipino learners are the ultimate answer to close the gap set by distance. To conclude the morning session of the first day of the INSET, we are humbled to introduce to you the brain behind the projects and the programs of ETU.
Yes, of course. Our next speaker is, of course, from the central office and the head of the Information and Communications Technology Service, EdTech unit, and the consultant of the Undersecretary for Administration. Of course, Mamay. We all know him, di ba? And we are proud to inform everyone, our dear teachers, Sir Mark Anthony C.C.
Hi, everybody. So good morning to all of our teachers who are currently tuned in our virtual INSET program. So I'm here to present to you the future programs of the ICTS Education and Technology Unit. We viewed this program because we believe that our teachers is actually have this multiplier effect that could influence our colleagues, our co-teachers, and likewise our learners. So I just have only a few slides here. So with regards to the virtual program of the ICTS Educational Technology Unit, here are our programs which is aligned to the perspective of a teacher. Kung papaano natin dapat paghusayin pa ang pagkatuto ng mga guro. At marami po ito. Ang aking pong hiling ay suportahan po natin ang mga programang ito sapagkat naniniwala kami na hanggat may isang gurong naniniwala at nakikinig, the program will pursue and will continue. If ever we do have this doubt to these programs because we have experiences from the past, allow me to request all of you to drop that. Because if we want to grow as a nation, we teachers build this nation. At kapag tayo po ay hindi naniniwala sa kakayanang ito, hindi natin ito maibababa sa ating mga mag-aaral. So with that, our first future program would be a Microsoft Office 365 accounts to be given to our learners in preparation for the next school year. It's just a pilot phase. Bakit po pilot phase? Aalamin natin kung paano ang sistema ng pagde-deliver nito para masigurado natin na ang lahat ay makakagamit. Again, it's still in a pilot phase, but we will make sure that it will grow in numbers. So to all of our learners who are currently watching, yes, makakatanggap po kayo ng Microsoft Office 365 accounts soon. Next, number 2, we will be having an enhanced and centralized robotics technology education. It's high time now for DepEd to push these innovations. Hindi natin sinasabi na nahuhuli tayo. Actually, we are frontliners when talk about robotics education. But these efforts should be as one. Hindi siya separated o iba-iba. At yan ang gagawin ng EdTech unit, collaborating with other robotics institutions so that we could supplement and give these trainings, this enhancement program to our learners and likewise to our teachers. Third, the continuous empowerment programs in coding and programming. Magkadugtong ang robotics technology at ang programming at coding. Ito ang edukasyon ng hinaharap. Kinakailangan nating itong harapin bilang mga guro. I know it is difficult, but if we are open-minded regarding with all of these things, walang mahirap na bagay na hindi kayang gawin. Number 4, we will also be deploying the Minecraft for Education. Since we are deploying Office 365 accounts for learners, at the same time, we will deliver empowerment programs for teachers kung paano nila gagamitin ang Minecraft for Education para makapagturo. Again, the subject here is not a question. Across all subjects, it is possible. And we will do our best to supplement that kind of training to all of you. Number 5, we will continuously have a certification program for public school teachers and learners in the use of ICT. Nabanggit na kanina ni Sir Madge at ni Ma'am Rowena Reyes kung ano ang mga programang ito. I would just like to highlight it. When EdTech unit deliver this training, we believe in oneness. Ibig sabihin po nun, hindi namin tinitignan kung ano ang inyong status, kung ano ang inyong capacity, kung ano ang inyong salary grade. Isa lang ang tinitignan namin. Ano yon? Ang inyong atensyon at willingness para matuto. Because if our teachers are dedicated to empower themselves, all of us will be world-class teachers. And that is my dream to our country. Wala na pong guro ang magsasabi na, bakit sa ibang bansa ganon? Remember, nasa sa ating mga kamay ang pagbabagong ito. Tama na tayo ay magreklamo, tama na tayo ay magbigay ng ating mga opinyon, ngunit tama rin na tayo ay gumawa ng aksyon para mapatunayan natin na ang ating opinyon at reaksyon ay tama. If ever we are doing these things, like we have these information, this kind of ideas, please make sure that we give it for the benefit of everybody, not just only for the benefit of ourselves. Ang isang guro ay makapangyarihan ang kanyang nagagawa. Sa loob ng isang klase, maiimpluwensya niya ang 30 o higit pang mag-aaral sa isang classroom. Kung virtual man ito, kaya niyang makapag-impluwensya ng mas marami pang mga mag-aaral. At lahat ng ito ay pwedeng mabago ng isang guro. Our words are very powerful. That's why I believe that if our teachers will be empowered, world-class teachers, having an international certification is really a must. That's why I have requested our partners in Google and in Microsoft to further support these programs at pakaabangan po ninyo na ito ay aming ide-deploy. Tandaan, ang kailangan lamang namin sa inyo ay ang inyong atensyon at oras, willingness to learn. We will guide you on to the process. Many of you would say, ay, hindi ko kaya yan dahil mahina ako sa technology. Ay, hindi ko kaya yan kasi wala akong equipment. I understand all of these things. That's why our session in the afternoon is very important because your voice will be heard by the department. So I'm expecting all of you later on this afternoon. Let's proceed to our 6th future program would be having a CPD points with all of the provided trainings and workshops by the ICTS Educational Technology Unit. Why? Because we believe that EdTech is a priority now. Bakit kinakailangan maging priority siya? It is the untouched part. Sapagkat marami ng bansa sa buong mundo ang nagkaroon ng educational technology plan, pero ang ating kagawaran ay nagsisimula pa lamang. Marami sa atin ang nagugulat, bakit ganito ang programa, bakit ganito ang nagsusulputan. Again, these are all birth pains, but these birth pains will engage us, will make us more knowledgeable of these things. Kapag hindi natin pinagdaanan ng proseso, paano natin sisimulan. Kagaya ng paglalakad ng isang bata, hindi yan pagkasilang ng isang magulang ay marunong na kagad gumapang. Yan ay nagdadaan sa isang proseso at kayo ay kabahagi sa prosesong ito dahil tayong lahat ay magtutulungan. Number 7, we are going to have a support for the conversion of app-based materials in teaching and learning. Right now, we are having difficulty in terms of the resource materials. In EdTech, we will do our best to make it readily available for download, wherein you can access it utilizing your mobile devices or your laptop or desktop. We will make it inclusive for everybody. Number 8, we are going to provide a menu of gamified instructional materials in DepEd Commons. I will use this opportunity to request to our colleagues there that if you would like to have your materials be uploaded in DepEd Commons, you can simply share it with us by sending it at oer@deped.gov.ph. Again, we are now opening again the submission if ever you would like your materials be posted there, provided that you are responsible for the copyright and DepEd is not DepEd will not handle these legal matters because you should be the sole responsible regarding these things. Take note, if ever you share your materials in OER@deped.gov.ph, make sure that it is your own resource material and you are sharing it for the benefit of other teachers and for the benefit of our learners. My dear colleague, ating tapusin na ang pataasan ng ihi, atin ang tapusin ang pataasan ng ere, sapagkat sa panahong ito, ang kinakailangan natin ay magkaisa. Ang pangangailangan ng ating mga mag-aaral ay ang pagkakaroon ng quality education. I know that it is very hard because many questions runs in our mind like, I don't have a device, I don't have a stable internet connection, how am I going to start with it? I'm not equipped with all of these things. A lot of questions runs in our mind. But if we are not do this initiative, these steps, how are we going to improve? This is a collaboration not just only with DepEd alone, not just with the division and the regional offices of DepEd, but it is a combination of command with other government agencies. Teachers, let's use our voice when we have this kind of innovations because we cannot have it alone. Hindi natin kaya magpatayo ng sarili nating cell site dahil merong isang ahensya na dedikado talagang gumawa doon. Pero ano ang ating magagawa as DepEd? We lay down the trust, we lay down the problems and the challenges and what are our needs are or what are our needs. Kapag na-present natin ang mga pangangailangan natin na ito, then we lobby there. I know that they will listen to us because as teachers, we only wanted one thing for our learners, for them to learn. Matuto hindi lamang ng kaalaman, kundi ng tamang pag-uugali. Kaya tayong mga kaguruan, siguraduhin natin na sa paggamit din ng teknolohiya ay wala tayong nasasagasaang tao. Pwede nating ibahagi ang ating perspektibo, pero ang tatandaan lagi natin kung ano ang tama. Kung ano ang tama. Now, we move on. Number 9, we are going to have an EdTech equipment for all learners and teachers. You heard it right. Our target is not just only for a few. Ang target natin ay maparami. At in coordination po with the Office of the Undersecretary for Administration, we will hold that promise na ang mga mag-aaral at ang mga guro ay magkakaroon ng karampatang equipment sa tulong din po ng iba pang mga government agencies and stakeholders. At sa ICTS po, yan ang aming ipinapangako. We will provide an EdTech equipment. Take note, hindi namin sinabi dyan na simpleng equipment or tech tool. Why there's a term EdTech? Because an equipment will not be useful if there will be no materials embedded on it. There should be a useful material inside that equipment so that it will be utilized effectively. Abangan kung kailan po yun maibibigay. Pero mauuna na po ang una naming pupuntahan this coming week. Ako po ay nagpapasalamat talaga dahil sa suporta na ibinibigay ng ating mga kaguruan. Let's just have that hope and let's just have that faith that DepEd is listening. Okay? Now, for the 10th project, we are going to give incentives to our teachers who passionately advocate the effective use of technology. We will recognize you. And with these incentives, hindi ko kasi pwede i-lay down pa ngayon kung ano yun, but surely we will recognize our teachers. Bakit po importante yon? Naniniwala ako na kapag binibigyan ng insentibo ang pinaghirapang gawi, trabaho o innovation ng isang tao, talagang pag magpupunyagi pa siya at lalo pa niyang pagbubutihin ang pagbabahagi ng kaalamang ito. With all of the future endeavors of the EdTech unit, for our teachers and our learners, bear in mind that we are not letting you behind. Marami kaming narinig na, ay, hindi naman sila nakikinig. We are listening. You know why? Because the composition of the EdTech unit are all teachers. They can hear you. We can hear you. And we know your struggle. Since we know your struggle in the field, we will try our best to lift it up, to make it light. That's why we have provided this virtual INSET program for our teachers, wherein you can access it anytime, anywhere. Yes, there is a struggle regarding with the system or with the professional development LMS, but soon it will be okay. When the surge will slowly go down. So my dear teachers, with all of these things, please bear in mind that if you have something in your brain, talagang brain talaga sinabi ko, at the back of your mind, na dapat ito ang programa, ilagay niyo po ngayon sa inyong isip, isulat nyo na yan dahil mamaya sa ating afternoon session, I have a lot of questions that an answer should be needed to be tossed on to the executives. Kaya sana po, kung ano po ang aming inilay down na mga future programs para sa inyo, maniwala po kayo na yan ay aming unti-unting tutuparin, hindi man kaagad-agad, pero ito ay unti-unting gagawin because we love teachers, because we are your voice here in the central office. And with that, maraming salamat po sa pakikinig.
Thank you, Sir Mark, for keeping us always on our toes. With more projects and programs to be implemented soon, there is more hope that we can be better and the better landscape of education for teachers and most importantly, to our learners. And we just would like to inform everyone, those who are watching us on the different social media platforms, that the monetization for this live is actually turned off even before the planning of these sessions for the 5 days, okay? So that's clear for everyone. We are actually using these platforms because these are the easiest and the most accessible way in order for us to reach each and every teacher nationwide in our country.
Thank you for clarifying that, Sir Chef, no, that the monetization for the broadcast in all platforms is turned off. And we would like to read our viewers abroad. So talaga naman na hindi lang talaga pang Pilipinas yung reach ng ating INSET, no, pati meron din tayong mga viewers abroad. Meron tayong viewers in KSA and in
Saudi Arabia.
Yes, thank you, sir. And in USA, United States of America. Okay. So,
wow.
Yes, no, grabe talaga, sir. Grabe yung reach talaga ng INSET.
Napapanood na tayo international, no? Yeah. Definitely, hindi ko in-expect. Akala ko kasi parang nationwide lang, di ba? Well, DepEd is actually doing all the things para ma-reach po natin lahat ng mga teachers natin. That is why, para naman po malaman ninyo that we are acknowledging you, syempre gagawa tayo ng mga konting shoutouts and you'll be reading some comments that are sent to us online, di ba? The first one po is from the Bolinao Integrated School and all teachers of SDO1 Pangasinan. with their principal, Ma'am Maria Cecilia Balgua. Maraming salamat po for the support. We also have Ma'am Carol Bakiran from SDO Isabela, Ma'am Charito and Ma'am Lovelyn from SDO Quezon Province, Ma'am Heidi from SDO Muntinlupa, Ma'am Emelor Cortezano from SDO Imus Cavite City. Ano pa mga comments natin?
I would like to greet the officials and teachers of SDO Navotas, most importantly the administrators and the teaching force of Kaunlaran High School led by Dr. Cristina Castillo Meclan. Now, lipat naman tayo sa mga greetings na nasa Facebook, okay? So, sabi, good day, watching from Buhangin Central Elementary School, Med Center, Davao City. Meron pa tayo ditong good morning, watching from SDO Kabangkalan City. Thank you so much po. And meron po tayo ditong comment kay Sir Mark. No, thank you po, Sir Mark, for your concern and love for the teachers. No, looking forward to its realization. Talagang napakarami pong nakaplano ng ETU para sa ating mga guro.
Yes, ma'am. And of course, talagang sobrang suporta sa atin ng Region 1, no? From Burgos National High School in Burgos, Pangasinan, SDO 1, with their principal, Mr. Ernesto P. Kabudoy. Ayan, maraming salamat po. Good morning po. And also, of course, Rahal Centro Elementary School from SDO Nueva Ecija. Yes, ma'am.
Still watching daw po from Polomolok National High School, South Cotabato Division. At meron po dito pa shoutout po watching from Zamora Elementary School, Tayog 2nd, teaching staff.
Yes po. And we also have here Sir Jonard Borja, teachers of Silangan Elementary School, Santa Cruz District, SDO Laguna. Of course, Dr. Joel Torrecampo from SDO Las Piñas, together with our TLE EPS, Dr. Marites Guzman, Mr. Ignacio Elson Jr., Mrs. Jeanette Ruga, Dr. Maria Teresa de los Santos, and Ma'am Rain Agustin, all of them from SDO Las Piñas. And of course, yung kapitbahay namin, SDO Muntinlupa and SDO Makati, ang lagi nating venue for our DepEd TV. Yan.
Okay, so maraming salamat po, lalo na sa MacSci, tsaka sa MacLM po. Maraming salamat po for accommodating our DepEd TV teacher broadcasters.
Yes, of course. Siyempre, isama na rin natin ang SDO Antipolo. Ayan. Sobrang ganda, ma'am, ng lugar na yan.
Oo, sobrang ganda. Okay.
Yan.
So meron din po tayo, no, greetings po sa SDO Pasay. Hello
Yes.
po sa inyong lahat.
Good morning po, Dr. Loretta Vitore Campo, our former SDS na ngayon po ay nasa Pasay na. Of course, yung mga TLE, EPP teacher broadcasters natin. We also have Ma'am Jobel Manong-Song and Ma'am Maricon of Pamplona Elementary School, Ma'am Lacson, Ma'am Lori, and Ma'am Virginia Magnata of Las Piñas National High School. Sir John Anthony Kabuga from SDO Coronadal City. Sir Ryan Rivero and Sir Argel Pasqua of SDO Quezon City. Maraming salamat po for all the support, and silinantay namin yung mga comments ninyo ay mga feedbacks ninyo.
Ito, Sir Jeff, meron nagpadala ng picture na from Santo Rosario Elementary School and San Juan Central Elementary School, San Juan District, La Union Schools Division Office. Hello po, salamat sa pag-send na inyong mga pictures.
Yes po, and of course, the SDS of SDO Nueva Ecija, si Dr. Jessie D. Ferrer, and General Vito Bellarmino National High School. Ayan. Pati na rin po si Ma'am Flor de Liza A. de la Rosa, the principal po of the General Vito Bellarmino National High School, Silang, Cavite. Good morning po. Of course, SDO Bohol, SDS Bianito Dagatan from San Jose National High School, Talibon Faculty and Staff, Principal Marcela Bautista.
Hello to all the grade levels and departments of Kaunlaran High School, especially to the English department led by Maria Welma Bisanggaling. Hello po!
Ayan po. And mabuhay din po from Maria Teresa Amelia Dacanlao Gregorio National High School. Ayan. Indang National High School, Indang, Cavite Province. Ayan. Pati na rin po yung mga nasa General Mariano Alvarez, Cavite. Ako po yung pakalat-kalat dyan dati. Ayan, good morning po. Ayan, so we have 2 more minutes. So pwede pa po, magpa-shoutout po tayo, mag-comments po kayo.
Keep your messages coming in sa YouTube namin and then sa Facebook po. Okay, hello sir. Iligan City Division po, Rufino Manglisan Memorial Central School. Hello po. At sa EdTech po, congratulations, still watching from Ligarda Elementary School.
Yes, and of course, hindi natin kakalimutan yung mga kapatid natin ng mga private school teachers.
Yes, hello po sa inyong lahat.
So definitely, hindi lang naman talaga tayo for public, di ba? Lahat, basta teacher, mahal yan ng EdTech. Kaya naman po sa lahat po ng mga private schools,
magandang umaga po din po sa inyong lahat.
At salamat po sa inyong pagsuporta sa araw na ito.
Yes. Okay, so magbasa pa po tayo. So we have here, good morning, watching from Digos City National High School, Digos City Division, from Sir Nonito Arlanas.
Yes po, watching from Fabric Elementary School, Bula North District, SDO Camarines Sur, 25 teachers with school principal Wilma Tinabo. Thank you very much.
Yes po. And of course, the SDS of SDO Muntinlupa, Sir Dominico C. Idanan, and the IT officer Randy Vargas. Ayan. So ma'am, so habang nag-aantay din tayo ng iba pa mga shoutout, of course, hindi natin pwedeng kalimutan ng kapitbahay natin, SDO Mandaluyong. Ayan. Ayan. So we're going to have the wrap up regarding sa mga nakita natin ng mga plans ng EdTech, no? So grabe, overwhelming, and I'm sure lahat ng teachers ngayon parang iniisip nila parang it's a bulk of information, it's a bulk of training, diba?
Or pwedeng sabihin na na-IO sila, pero most importantly, nalaman natin na may puso at may tenga na handang makinig sa ating mga kaguruan, at yan po ay natin ng ETU.
Yes.
Educational Technology Unit. Okay, and now po, we are 120,000 viewers combined po yan sa YouTube and on Facebook.
Yes, with the monetization that has been turned off.
Yan po, clarify natin po yan, na ang monetization po ay turned off po.
Ayan. So we have here an instruction from Teacher Mark regarding with the registration. If hindi raw po makalagin sa regional LMS using DepEd Commons account, i-wait nyo na lang daw po sa PDLMS. Ayan. Kasi nagsusearch po talaga tayo ngayon when it comes to registration. So I guess it's already 12 o'clock, and ito ang break na gustong-gusto ng lahat na hindi masakit sa puso pero masarap sa tiyan. We're going to have our lunch break.
See you soon.
See you after an hour. See you in 1 o'clock. Have your lunch, teachers. Eat well.
As we face the command of rapid development and technological innovation in the world, the Philippines' preparedness in advancement of its physical facilities, infrastructure, and soft skills are given focus, especially with the empowerment of teachers' capacity and capability, not only in pedagogical aspects of teaching, but the confidence in delivering instruction with the use of information and communications technology. The Office of the Undersecretary for Administration, under the leadership of USEC Alain Delby Pasqua, established the Educational Technology Unit under the Information and Communications Technology Service. Its prime function is to empower and capacitate public school teachers and learners as required by the global demand of the fast-paced development in technology. The task of the Educational Technology Unit is to promote and solidify the innovation and digitization projects that will support the requirements of the K-12 curriculum in delivering quality, accessible, relevant, and liberating education for all. It targets different components and facets of skills development, which will enable the technological advancement of the infrastructure of DepEd. This is supplemented with empowerment training programs in emerging technologies for public school teachers. The programs of the EdTech unit target the emerging pedagogies focused on open educational resources, robotics and mechatronics, coding and programming, virtual reality and augmented reality in education, mobile application development, Internet of Things, and the productivity tools for learning, which includes Microsoft Office 365, Google Apps for Education, and the different Adobe software tools. In addition, the maneuver of in-house applications such as the DepEd Commons and the DepEd Learning Management System is under the flagship of the EdTech unit. The supervision of DepEd TV in ensuring world-class produced video lessons is another task of the office. Lastly, the conduct of free online tutorial session, coined with the term ETUlay, is a bridging program to support learners and parents in answering the self-learning modules pioneered with the initiative of the ICTS EdTech unit. A teacher's influence is limitless, bound with the heart for service and dedication to fulfill the greatest mission to educate the young. The ICTS Educational Technology Unit will be there to promote, to empower, and to inspire Filipino teachers and learners as we grow as a tiger in the region, hitting our target as one of the best in educational technology. Come on and join us as we make our dreams into a reality. Sama-sama tayong lahat tungo sa iisang layunin. Simulan natin ang pagbabago dahil tayo ang mga gurong magtatayo ng makabagong DepEd. Sulong Edukalidad.